Dave. Here we go. Wiping the green light here as we get going. And we are off for some Thursday night footy, baby. Hey guys, how you going today? BKR Sport. We are here for a brand new week. And it's going to be round 19. And it's going to be a spicy one. There's actually some spicy games this week. We've got the Rabbitohs and Storm later on. We've got Titans versus the Bulldogs. I'll be going down for in the shithouse weather on the East Coast at the moment. We've got this big game here between the Broncos and the Eels. Even Raiders and Warriors is actually relatively spicy. Panthers Sharks is a big one as well. It's going to be a huge weekend, folks, so absolutely get ready for this one. Obviously, this tonight is the Parramatta Eels versus the Brisbane Broncos, and both these teams are, jostling for, I guess, a top 4 position. Still also solidifying themselves in the 8 because they're not exactly guaranteed at this point. They are going to make the 8, let's be honest, to 24 points compared to the Roosters who are on 18, but they're not guaranteed yet. I think if they win this game, they are solidified inside it. And the Broncos, they're in 5th position right now. The Eels are in 6th position. The Eels have won the last 10 games in a row against Queensland opposition in Sydney, which isn't exactly the craziest stat, but they've got a pretty good home record against these teams. However, there is going to be a lot of things here that I do discuss with you that kind of leans that maybe the Broncos may win this game tonight. It's honestly going to be a 1-12 game. It's going to be a close game. I don't know how to call it, but I did tip the Eels in my tipping video. But I'm starting to leave with the Broncos. We'll talk about it in a second, though. Let's go through the 2-team lineups here before we do get into the ladder positioning. Let's hit that thumbs up button, guys. Subscribe if you're new. Let's see if we get 100 likes on today's video. I reckon we can. So let's smack it. Before this, you Parramatta Squeals. We've got Ryan Maddo coming back in here with Ellie Elizakam going out. Then we've got Clinton Govison, who's in the fullback, Micah Sivo, and Bailey Summerson on the wings. Will Penasini and Wonga Blake in the centres, with Dylan Brown in the 5'8", and Mitchell Moses in the halfback. Reid Campbell-Gillard and Junior Paulo in the front row. Reid Marnie in the number 9. With Sean Lane, Isaiah Papali'i back row. And then Ryan Madison is the 13, the lock. Makahesi Makatoa, Jay Carter, Oregon Kafusi, and Marata Niokore is the interchange, with Kai Rodwell being the 18th man replacement. So pretty strong, if not, straight up, full-fledged Parramatta team here at home. Surely they're going to be doing a pretty good job here, but we all know how they go against a good, the Broncos are a good team, or are they kind of like around that? Well, they're definitely below the Panthers section, but it's really hard to kind of read where the Broncos are at right now. But let's go through their team lineup here. So we've got some big ins: Corey Oates, Corey Jensen, Corey Pages, Kurt Catewell, Paddy Carrigan, and Payne Huss all coming back in there, with Billy Walters, Deloise Holter, Reece Kennedy, Ryan James, Tyson Gamble, and Zach Hosking all going out. And Zach Hosking has actually been pretty good the last couple of weeks, to be honest with you. He's been really filling in that role nicely. But now he does go out because he was the depth position. Tessie New, he's the fullback, with Corey Oates and Jordan Pereira on the wings. I personally would have kept Deloise Holter. I personally would have kept him there. I don't know if he suits the number 5 there rather than the 2, but I think that Holter is a good player, and I thought that it would have been good to put him on the wing there, but it is what it is. They put Pereira there, with Branko Lee and Tony Staggs in the centres. Obviously, Farnworth out still for a bit of time. Ezra Mann is the number 6 there, with Adam Reynolds in the 7. Payne Haas and Thomas Flegler in the front row, with Jake Turpin in the 9. Yikes there. Back row is Kurt Catewell and Jordan Ricky, with Paddy Carrigan as the lock. Corey Jensen, Corey Pages, Cubby Hetherington, and Keenan Palacia is the interchange, with Dean Mariner as the 18th man replacement. So, yeah, look, 2 strong teams here. Obviously, Broncos are still missing a couple of, little, I guess, gritty players here and there. Nothing over the top, though. Nothing huge, but they are definitely missing. Obviously, they're missing their centre, missing their winger. Obviously, Selwyn Cobbo's not back yet as well. You go to the 9. Billy Walters is normally their 9, even though he's not that great anyway, so they put Jake Turpin, who's pretty similar in a lot of ways. But their forward line's pretty much what they usually go with. So, it's going to be a good game here tonight. I am still going to lean with Parramatta because they're the home team. However, what does weird me out is that Parramatta are a pretty poor defensive team, and the Broncos are a very good defensive team. Parramatta usually give up about 20-odd points per game. Broncos don't give up anywhere near that amount, whilst the Eels are a pretty good attacking team, and the Broncos are a pretty decent attacking team. So usually when you look at stats like that, you normally look at the fact that you're probably going to see the Broncos score a bit of points here tonight. Now, they could score over 20, and Parramatta could still score more than them, obviously, and win the game. Parramatta aren't, terrible on the old attack, but I'm just saying the Broncos' defense is, I guess, worrying when you're a Parramatta team that also does leak. So, guys, obviously, let's get to the chat now. Let's see what you guys are saying. Let's hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you are new around here. And I should get to the ladder in a moment, actually. Oh, should I go to the bottom first? I will get to the ladder first, and then I'll get to you guys in the chat. So the Broncos here, if they were to win this game, they would go to, at very minimum, fourth. For and against wise, they would need to win by about 60, roughly 56, 57, to go above the Sharkies into third. Absolutely no chance going above the Cowboys into second. However, if they were to lose, obviously they would go below Parramatta there at very minimum. If the Rabbitohs were to win this weekend, the Rabbitohs would go above them because the points differential from the Broncos will be more than, well, it would just be, they're plus 61, Rabbitohs are plus 59. So no matter what, if the Rabbitohs win this weekend and the Broncos lose, the Broncos would go down to 7th. And that is it, though. That is it. And Manly, if they are to win, they would go up to 22 points, to be 2 points below them. So, honestly, either team who loses this game is still susceptible to missing the 8. I don't think it happens there, but they do both have the ability to still miss this 8 here. With Parramatta, however, they're on 24 points. If they are to win, they would go above the Broncos and the Storm into the top 4. I don't know about their for and against, though. No, they wouldn't be able to go above the for and against of the Sharks unless they won by 80. Obviously, no way near the Cowboys. If they had to lose, same prospect. The Rabbitohs would go above them there. They've already got a for and against better than them as it is, with plus 59 compared to the plus 36 there. So the Eels would go to 7. So no matter what, neither of these teams can drop below 7, but it does start to get a little bit spicy in the next couple of weeks. And these two teams do play each other again in a couple of weeks' time, I believe. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. But all right, let's get to the chat. Let's see what you guys are talking about. Let's see what you guys are talking about over there. Big Bo, there we go. Thomas says, nice one. Appreciate you, Thomas, for tuning in. Let's go all the way back up there. Ryan Zargo says, up at the Eels. Someone says, we lie. Battle of the Muppets. Tommy says, get watching them at your mouth. Says, Broncos 25, Eels 24. Yeah, I could see it. Especially with the Eels giving up a lot of points, and especially with the Broncos. Still been a pretty decent team, absolutely. Amazing People says, what time kickoff? Kickoff will be in about 20 minutes' time. So at 7:55 p.m. is when kickoff normally is on Friday night, Thursday night, and Friday night, to be fair. I feel the Broncos win this. Someone says, I believe you might be right here, man. I'm starting to really come around to the Broncos in this game. It's going to be a really close one. Honestly, it's going to be really tough, and I'm not too sure. I wouldn't guarantee it. Let's put it that way. I wouldn't guarantee either. I wouldn't guarantee anything about who wins this game, but I would say that I would lean with the home team here. But yeah, it would not surprise me if the Broncos would win this one. Lucas says, see that idiot saying Titans should send for feed of the Dolphins? Yeah, stupid. You don't even bother. And no one at the Titans bothers, man. It's just obviously someone trying to get a headline. I don't even see who said it, but it's just stupid. You're just a muppet. Ryan Zargos is feeling a nice W here. I wouldn't be too confident there as a Parramatta fan. Realistically, we'll lose, though. I don't think realistically you'll lose, but I think there's definitely an option. Absolutely. Luke says, Queen Guthrie probably going to be okay. Let's not say that one. Never says, I thought you... Crazy New Zealand says, Turpin, Muppet. Sparrow says, who you got tonight, Blaze? I believe I'm going to take Parramatta. It's a close one, though. It really is going to be a close one. The Real Wombat says, I want Parra to win, but we all know what's going to happen. I don't think we do, though. Honestly, I could not tell you who's going to win this game. It is a tough one, man. It is a tough one. The odds do represent it. Obviously, there is still a couple of players here and there out for the Broncos, but overall, the Broncos are still pretty full strength here. This is a pretty good game, this one. It's a pretty good game. Good morning, mate. No, sorry, mate. You should be. Remember, they said I tipped the Broncos to win, but I think it's a 50-50. It's absolutely a 50-50. Chad Ninja goes to table A's. Gil Belinda says, same old Para. How long was Cobbo out for? I'm not too sure. I thought he was just out because of Origin last week, but oh, that's right, because he did get knocked out in Origin. Okay, I'm not too sure. Someone in the chat might be able to let us know. Sparrow's the first try scorer, Blaze. Let's go have a look at the team list again. Actually, the team list is on my computer. Let's go have a look. First try scorer. I'll give you a back and a forward here from each team. I'll give you my first try scorer, and then I'll say a bit of a wild one as well. I like the form that Micah Sivo is in right now. I think Micah Sivo is really. I think Micah Sivo is getting some really good numbers, and he's starting, as he's come back from injury, he's starting to look really good. So I'm going to say Micah Sivo there. I know it's a winger, I know it's the shortest odds, but there's a reason why shortest odds. And the outsider, maybe I'll go with I guess I'll go with a Papa Lee. Carrigan's a good shout too, though. I think the forward's going to be pretty huge in this game here today for both these teams. I'll go Micah Sivo, but I'll say that, yeah, Papa Lee or Carrigan could be a good shout as well. Shannon goes to one question, Blaze. Why does it say Gold Coast in first place? I don't understand why people are still going on about this. It's pretty obvious. They're undefeated so far, mate. They're undefeated. Luke says Reno scores first. I don't know about that. He had a good try last week against the Titans, but besides that, I don't believe he's going to score a great deal of. I don't think he's going to score a great deal of tries. He's a halfback, obviously. All right, we're going to skip a few comments here and get to the live. Ryan Sargo says, I got us 26 to 16. Hold on one second. Let me just go back a little bit. No, we'll go live. We'll skip the comments there. Jay Robertson says, Eagles are missing the 8 because of COVID. Oh, okay, come on, relax. Settle down. So a young athletics champion co-weeks making his debut. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said missing the 8. You said missing 3. That's my bad, bro. I'm a bit full on at the moment. But missing 3 because of COVID, that sucks, man. Who do you play again? I can't remember who you played. Archie Heather says, why do you give a Titans today second last? Because I'm not a flop bandwagoner. Probably what you are. Because if you don't understand why someone can support a team that's in second last right now, then you're probably a flop. Because obviously that means that when your team's shit, you don't support them. So please feel free to eat a dick and move on. Thomas says, me, Broncos. Oh, yep. No, there you go. Woodard says, can't stand either of these teams. I'm going to say Broncos. By the way, I wouldn't usually reply like that, but obviously that just shows that you are a bandwagoner. If you don't understand why someone goes for a team and they're in second last, firstly, I'm from the Gold Coast, so I'm going to support them anyway. Secondly, if you don't understand that, then you're an idiot and you're a bandwagoner. So please feel free to get in my face. Ryan Sargent said, I got Wonga Blake for first try scorer. Lucas, I'm pretty sure Cubbo still has symptoms and they don't know when he'll be back. Gamble Belandis says, which fans would you say jumped at the most from the 2 existing Queensland Cubs to the Dolphins? Oh, Broncos. Broncos, absolutely. Easily Broncos. Broncos fans, there's a lot of Broncos fans who are already on the way to Redcliffe, or the Dolphins. It's not even Redcliffe, it is just the Dolphins, because there's it's a lot of things that go on in the city. But overall, there's a lot of people who will jump that bandwagon to the Dolphins. And you're probably going to see Archie. You're probably going to see Archie go and do that, because obviously he's a Muppet. Wombat says, I have Sean Lane, first try scorer and last try scorer, and Corey Oates. Sean Lane, first try scorer. He's been in a bit of form recently, to be fair. Star Wars family says, I think the Broncos win this game easy. That's crazy to say that. Para have shown to be very inconsistent. Yeah, but they're usually consistent against the good side. So what are you saying, the Broncos are a bad side? Win-loss. Plus Broncos get Origin players back, especially Haas and Carrigan. I don't know about win this game easy. If they win this game, it'll be close. I don't know about easy. Battle of Moses and Reynolds, absolutely bongo. Need to be seeing a lot from Moses here. Obviously, Reynolds is, he's playing well for the Broncos this year. Has been injured for quite a bit of it, but has been doing some nice work for the Broncos to really improve them as a team. Don't think the Broncos are anywhere close to win the premiership, but I think that they've obviously he's brought a new style to the club that really does help them out in a very key position there, obviously, which they've been lacking for the last couple of years. Daniel McClellan says, Archie must be new, mate. Check the ladder on the screen. Exactly right. Exactly right. It's just very obvious. It's very obvious, mate. Very obvious. Sometimes they need to put people in their place for their stupidity. Good watch now, and the mouse says, Gerbo out for Manly, so I got Dragons 100 and Manly 1. Oh, no, I still go Manly to win that game. I still think Manly are the better team. I know you're a Dragons fan. You want me to say Dragons, but I'll still be... it's just an X factor. I'll still be tipping Manly there, to be fair. X Factor says, I'll tell you all who's scoring tonight. $900 donation. All right, let's write this down. 900 buckaroos. Obviously, I'm going to Sydney this week, so the pavements, definitely the pavement city trip won't cost that much. Eels, okay, so X Factor's betting today. X Factor's betting today. So what do we got? We got Eels 1 to 12. Eels 1 to 12. I like it. I do. I like it. And then you've got Sivo. I like it. Oates. I definitely like it. Catewell and Papa Lee. All 4 of those guys, when I was looking at the team sheet before, are the ones that I was thinking about scoring. Just throwing that one out there. Sivo, Oates, Papa Lee, and Catewell. Anytime try scorers. Is that there? Yeah, that is it. There you go. There you go. Bingo. Memphis says, honestly, I don't know how to read Para. I think the Broncos will start off, I won't say great, but at least better. I don't know. This is a very tough game to read both these teams. Obviously, the Broncos do get players back, but Parramatta are, I would say, team sheet-wise, are better. But then again, we all know Parramatta is inconsistent, as we said. Jack the Panthers fan says, hello. Real Woman says, I have an itch. It'll be a soft try for Lane. Sean Lane, soft try. I wouldn't say necessarily no to it. I do like a barge over from Babaliti, though. Broncos says, nothing wrong with switching teams for a short time while your team is struggling. I'm going to stop reading your comment because you're an idiot. Jack the Panthers fan says, Sean Lane is ugly. You are ugly. What a muppet. What a muppet. Honestly, there is some. Actually, you know what? You're an idiot. Bye-bye. You're bye-bye. Catch ya. Yeah, look, I think this is going to be a really good game. I really do. I think that this is going to be a really good game. And hopefully, as X Factor says, those guys do score, which means it'll be a high-scoring game. Connor Trenner says, let's go to Broncos. Greg says, Gutho does like doing his disappearing ACL. What? Guther does like doing his disappearing act tonight. Sorry, I thought you were saying about ACL. Yeah, look, I wouldn't be surprised if Guther goes missing. He's not exactly the most attacking. He's not exactly the most attacking fullback. He's a good defensive fullback, but yeah, he's been a little bit weak this year too. So he's definitely dropped out of the top 5 for me in regards to the top 5 fullbacks compared to last year. I had him in 5th last year. I think he's dropped out now. So his family says, "Bon, get out of the chat now." Now he's time out, and if he comes back, I might even just hide him because he's just an idiot. He's just an idiot. Star Wars fanboy said, Alex says, "I got Eels 13 plus. Billy Walters and Tyson Gamble 2 big or losses." Billy Walters and Tyson Gamble 2 big losses. Wow, way. Contrast to who you got. I honestly, like I said, man, I've got Eels 1 to 12, but I really wouldn't be surprised if the Broncos win this one. It's a really crazy. Eels is what I just read. It's a troll, man. It's a troll. I really wouldn't be surprised if the Broncos do surprise down here in Sydney. But then again, like I said, the Eels have a very good record in the run home, and Broncos have a pretty poor record in the run home. If you're watching the random stats guy on Instagram, he dropped a photo today that was talking about that the Broncos usually suck on the run home, and the Eels are usually pretty good in the run home. And obviously, this is the time right now. They've got a fire to go into that top 4. The Storm play the Rabbitohs in a huge game. That's a massive, massive game. As a massive, massive game tomorrow. I know that obviously the Storm have got a few hours, but that's a huge game because the Storm, I haven't seen them go 4 losses in a row for a very long time. Stanza Losers says, I got 40 on the Panthers, Seagulls, Roosters, Cowboys, Penrith. Thoughts? Wait, what? So you got 40 on Panthers to beat the Sharks. I have tipped the Panthers. That's a close game, that. Odds should not be 4-1 for the Sharks, but I've tipped the Panthers. Manly, I've got Manly, but they've got players out now. Chooks is against the Knights. I think the Roosters will beat them by about 100. And the Cowboys game, they play the Tiger. Yeah, they'll win. They'll win that game against the Tigers a lot. But I've got my tipping video out for you guys. Obviously, you guys have been loving the tipping videos lately. So that tipping video came out yesterday at about 5 p.m. I'll read what she's reading. It says, let's go. The Eels contrast. Yeah, bro, I hope we don't get shit on. Like, that's all I care about. I don't think you'll get shit on. I think that you've got a good enough defense, man. I don't think the defense is... too bad here at all for the Broncos. They're one of the better defensive teams all season. That's probably what's holding them in game because their attack isn't exactly the most explosive. It can click sometimes. They can go for big scores, but then sometimes they can also be very weak in the attack and really, I guess, they just don't exactly... Helpless chicken is what I would say sometimes. And then their defense saves them and then they pull away late on in the game. They've actually been a bit of a second half team this year, which was funny because they normally aren't a second half team in recent years. But this year they have actually started to become a bit more of a second half team. Mohammed says, was meant DMing you on Insta, but an idea for a video when you're bored that you can do is to rank all sports you watch. No. Guys, I don't do this. I know I get this video request a lot. I'm not going to do that because it's me shitting on other sports. And considering that I do all sports on different channels and whatnot, it's going to happen. But considering I do football and I do rugby league and I do rugby union, I do all these different sports and NFL coming up and NBA coming up and all that, I'm not going to shit on any sports to say that I don't watch that as much as another because I watch them all the same. James Paul says, who's out for Manly? No, I heard this before. Apparently 3 players are out. I'll Google it right now. While I Google it, guys, obviously hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new around here. Manly COVID. Let's have a look here. My NFL team, unfortunately, is the Detroit Lions. They are very bad. But then again, it might be better this year. We are making a bit of improvement. We're not going to win the Super Bowl by any means. I don't even know where I'd want to be when that happens. You wouldn't want to be in Detroit. Being in Detroit when they win the Super Bowl is going to be the craziest scene. Honestly, it's wild. It would be wild there. Hassan's COVID nightmare continues with 3rd emission. Dog stars, brutal blow. Obviously, yeah, Averillo is out too. Adokar is racing the clock to be fit for Sunday's clash. Joey Manu is in doubt with the quad injury. No, he'll be fine. Seagulls are facing up a COVID admission after a key spine player. Read on for all the latest mail. Cool. Can you just hurry up and tell us? Oh my God, this sucks. Friday against the Dragons. So Michael Molo, Jaden Hunter, Matthew... No, that's for Dragons. The outs here. Seagulls have suffered a trio of COVID emissions with Andrew Davey, Jake Trbojevic and Lachlan Croker. So Kieran Foran will probably go to the 9 there. I'm not too sure who comes in for Jake Trbojevic and Davey. They've already got it up here. Do they? To be fair, they've got KO Weeks there in the 9. I personally wouldn't put Kieran Foran in the 9. But then again, who goes into the 5'8"? I guess Joshy Schuster could have been put into that 5'8" role. Kieran Foran in the 9. I know, but that's the outs there for Manly tomorrow night. We'll be shooting both those games. Jimmy James says, Para has a tough run home. Doggies is the only game they should win, but we know what happened last time they met. Doggies is the only game they should win. Bro, this is still Parramatta. Like, come on, man. Like, they'll probably win more games than just one game, man. Bulldogs is the only game they should win. So let's go through this again here. So I've actually tipped them tonight against the Broncos for one. Next week they play the Panthers in a big game there. I believe the Panthers win that game. But then again, the Eels beat the Panthers the last time they played. I actually tipped the Eels to beat the Panthers when they last played. Manly versus the Eels, good game there. I think the Eels probably beat Manly. So that's 2-1 from my belief. Against the Rabbitohs, I think the Rabbitohs might sneak that. So 2-2. 3-2 because they'll beat the Bulldogs. Then they play the Broncos at Suncorp. I'm going to give them 4-2 because I do believe they're better than the Bronx. And then they play the Storm in Parramatta. I'll lean with the Storm there. I think they'll finish off the season with a strong one. So I'll take that. So effectively 4-3, I think, is what I just counted. If I'm not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 4-3 is what I have it at. But that's just a quick glance. If it says Stan Warriors won't make the 8 next year, I'd be surprised that does turn out to be turn to be the outcome. I don't believe the Warriors make the 8 next year, but they've got a better chance than this year. They'll have home games. You'll struggle to see them lose home games. What the Owls Storm have, they might actually beat them in a couple of weeks' time. Obviously, they'll probably beat the Titans in the end game of the season over there in New Zealand. The Warriors are not that great of a team, though. They're losing players. There's no real kind of replacements for next year. The Warriors are going to struggle next year, yeah. But they're going to have a couple of home wins here and there because they're still going to be riding that high of having a full season of home games. But yeah, no, I can't see them making the 8 personally. But there's a long time between now and the next season, though. You know, we're not even through. We're not even into the finals this year. We've still got 7 weeks to go in the regular season in 2022, and we're talking about 2023. Good luck on driving your way to Geelong, BKR. I'm not driving to Geelong. Somebody says Bronx as a second half team is a trend. Although I follow the NRL games whenever I'm free, I'm not all the time. I'll remember she's reading says the last game was always funny because teams rest players. Yeah, depending. Yes, absolutely. But this year I don't necessarily believe it because there'll be a few teams playing for that top 8 position. The Storm will be playing for a top 4 spot, you'd assume. The Eels, Broncos, a couple of these teams will be pushing for that top 4 spot. Cowboys as well will be there. Sharks will be there as well. Obviously the Panthers will rest their players against God knows who they play. There'll be a few teams resting players. You might not see the bottom teams as well, whether it be the Warriors, the Bulldogs, the Titans, the Tigers. They won't rest players because they could be all trying to avoid the spoon. All 4 of those teams are still in the hunt for it. Knights are technically, but I don't think that the Tigers win enough games. I think the Tigers win the spoon here. And I just don't think the Tigers win enough games to get above the Knights there. So I'd effectively say the Knights are out there, but the Warriors, the Titans, the Broncos, Warriors, the Titans, the Bulldogs and the Tigers are the 4 in the hunt there for that wooden spoon. So just saying to Silver says, let's go Broncos, let's go. Hayden says, who is the best player playing tonight? Oh, jeez. Probably Renault, to be fair. Probably Renault. Logan comments says, do you think the Roosters might be 8 this year? Yeah, I believe so. I've got a video coming out for you guys tomorrow that explains the hunt for the 8 and what teams need and the beneficial, I guess, endings of the season. And a realistic one too. Obviously my team's not fighting for the 8, so I'll give you a realistic one. Where I think teams will win and teams will lose, and we'll go through that. So that video will come out about probably 4 p.m. tomorrow before we do have the streams at 6 p.m. and 8 p.m., which is the Roosters-Knights game, I think, is the first game. And then we have... No, sorry, the Roosters-Knights game is the 8 p.m. game. I think Dragons-Manly is the first game. Sergeant Kelson says, absolutely to Neil. Is that a 25 to avoid the spoon? Titans are first. Well, there's that option too. You know, there is that option, and I prefer that option. So the Broncos are running out into the field, guys. Broncos are coming out onto the field. Like I said, smack the thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here, and let's get rocking and rolling. Jonathan Manson says, like how the Eels played against the Roosters before Origin. Roosters have been improving all year, maybe a top 14. Top 14. Eels also won twice last season as the Broncos. Eels won 12, maybe a late win. I've gone Eels won 12 as well, but that Roosters game has to come into context. There was so much that was going into that one. That was around the Coffs Harbour trip. That was mid-Origin. That was midway through the Origin series. Because I think that was before Game 2, wasn't it? I think that might have been before Game 2. Oreo She's reading says, what was the last one the Roosters didn't make the 8? I think they won the wooden spoon back in 2016, didn't they? Or 2017? They finished pretty close to last in 2016 and 2017. Timmy Bill says, Martin to score and Parramatta win. Dono, Jim and Bill. Here he comes, the Jimmiest of Bills. He joins the X Factor with a bet. Alrighty, here we go. Blake Harleman for 12 months. Look at the Panthers go. Get around him. Marnie anytime. Marnie anytime try scorer. Marnie anytime try scorer. And what was the other one? And Parramatta win. Oh, dearie me. That's not too bad. That's not too bad, that one. Not too bad. Eels win. Marnie anytime try scorer. For a cheeky, just a cheeky 100 buckaroos. My goodness me. My goodness me. All right, here we go. So it looks like Broncos will be receiving the kickoff here. Melbourne says Adam Reynolds masterclass coming up. I honestly think it's going to be like a 24-22, 24-20 kind of game, maybe? 24-20. Wow, that stadium looks empty, though. Is it raining in Sydney right now? I know it's raining on the Gold Coast. Broncos receive the ball. They bring this ball out to about the 11. Look at the dumbest step on the planet. What was that from Flegler? That was dead set the dumbest step on the planet. First, take a look at the Broncos. They're 15 metres out of their own line. Paddy Carrigan now. Fresh out of Origin, obviously, last week. Had that week off against the Titans. And now he's ready to rock and roll. Payne Haas comes back as well. And here we go. Yeah, it was raining a lot, Blake Ellis says. It doesn't look like it's raining here, but it might have softened up that ground. But yeah, there's not a great deal of... I'm going to be at this stadium on Sunday. Obviously, that vlog will come out on Monday. But I will be at this stadium on Sunday for anyone who's going to that Titans and Bulldogs game. Tasman says the Broncos by 50. Wow, Fitty Bob. He's seen one Fitty Bob in his life, and now he thinks every team's going to get a Fitty Bob, the old Tasman. So that's 35 says $100 will get you 10 coffees. He said a $10 donor pays for my coffee. Well, it's not the point, mate. The $10 is just round. It's just rounded. Usually it's like about... Large coffees are about like 6. I get the large. Let's smack it out. You know, what's the point of small coffee? One little bish? Little pussy man? Little pussy man with a small little coffee? Get the big one. Get the large. So Cowboys here. And they'll get taken down at the 30. Memphis says I'm going to enjoy every second of this match. Okay, you do that. Good on you. Fit tackle now. Reed Marnie right side of Moses. Moses puts that ball up in the air. Good chaser here though. But that's an easy take for Corey Oates. Corey Oates the way here. Good run by Corey Oates. Not a single Parramatta jumped up for that one. That was weird. Ray's Aviation license go. That. Your local logic says we should beat Parramatta, no problem. Yeah, that's a stupid comment. I don't think there's no problem here at all. It's going to be a very good game. And if the Broncos win, they can win. But you say stupid comment. He's very stupid. But then side now with the Broncos. And they'll get this ball out to the 45. 4 tackle now. Yes, Rainy Real Woman says, I thought that was a shepherd. Oh, not real. Oh, 4 pass! That's a 4 passer, absolutely. So that'll be a 4 pass after the Broncos. The Parramatta will get this ball here to 45. Z25 says, I guess 7-Eleven coffees, they're only $1 and they're serviceable. So what I get, I actually buy this new coffee. It's really good. I'm not going to say their name, because... I'm not going to say the name, but to be fair, it's fine. It's something Pug. I don't even know the name, to be fair. It's something Pug, though, from Papua New Guinea. It's a really good coffee. It's only, it's pretty expensive, though. $16 for 10, packets, but my God, it's really good. It's really good. I've been smashing it lately. James MC Balls Walter wouldn't have done that. Yeah, Billy Walters. He's not the greatest, though, the old Billy Walters, but, yeah, I guess. Your local guys says, we need Cubbo back. Yeah, I think you don't need him back, but you definitely want him back. Yeah, I don't think Jordan Pereira is that great. I honestly would have gone with Holter over Pereira, but they've gone with Pereira here tonight. 20 metres forward. It's about 24 metres forward, Sutton Kelson. You were close. But Dylan Brown's away. He gets his ball at the 20. Third tackle here. That was nice. Pereira for a hat-trick. Okay, mate. Third tackle, right-hand side. Reed Marnie to Paulo. Paulo here to Campbell Gillard. And Gillard now be 15 metres out here from the line. 4 tackle. Rolls his ball to the right-hand side. Marnie to Moses. Moses gives it off to Babali. Babali taking down 9 metres out here from the line. Getting Parramatta scoring their first attack and set. Left-hand side, Moses kicks it through. It's going to be played out, I reckon. I reckon this is played out here. Oh, I disagree with that. I would challenge that. Can you challenge that? I would say that was played at. That's bullshit. I would say that is played at. I would have loved to see that one again there. That was a wrong call, in my opinion, from the referee. I thought it was played for sure. Local Aussie says, go Bronx, come on. Alex says, let's get serious. Papa Lee will get a hat-trick. He'll get 1 try before Oates, Sivo, Catewell, and Marnie all score a try. There you go. So third tackle now for the Broncos. Carrigan gets it off to, knock on. Wow. Not Walls, by the way. Jake Turpin onto a pretty poor start here. Oh, it's actually Paddy Carrigan who's knocked that ball on there, not Jake Turpin. I think it was kicked at him and I played it. I disagree completely. I think that he definitely played that. There's a reason why they're not showing the actual replay. It's raining right now, guys. It is. It wasn't raining before, but it is now definitely raining. They're going to challenge us here, the Broncos. Be careful trusting your front rower here, or your lock, I guess, in Paddy Carrigan. You've got to be very careful trusting them with these challenges, especially in wet weather, about it being apparently a strip. So 3 or 4 in the tackle here, and I think he just... There's nothing wrong with it yet. Nothing wrong with it yet. He's got his arm underneath it. No, he's just going to release that. You watch. Paddy Carrigan's going to release this, trying to get the penalty. Yeah, nah. That's going to be on Paddy Carrigan there. That's... Does he have it? Oh, no, he loses that there. You can see he loses. Yeah, he lost that. He loses that. So that's going to be a knock on there for the Broncos. That's a Muppet move there for the Broncos. Only 4.5 minutes into the game, they're going to lose their challenge. That's pretty poor there for the Broncos. I don't understand why, even if you're right, like it's too early to challenge here. 4.5 minutes in is too debatable with a knock-on call, and when it's raining from your lock is what I would say. Reason for Cheeseburger is the risk of the yellow challenge, but it's just like it's a pointless challenge there. Like, okay, cool. The Eels got the ball here 30 minutes out. Whatever. They haven't actually scored anything. There's no try or anything like that. It's just a scrum feed, right? It's a knock-on. Your lock is calling it that it's not a knock-on. Your lock is calling it as a penalty. It's raining. It makes no sense there. So I think that was just a dumb decision there from the Bronx. So 10 metres out of the line. Here comes the Parramatta's pouring down rain. Reed Marnie let that side. Brown. Lane gets on the Sivo! Well, I did say Sivo first try scorer. Who did I tell? You owe me 10% of whatever you just won on that bet. Micah Sivo with the try time. And wait a second. X Factor. We're on here, baby. X Factor. We're on, baby. We're on. Who was the one I told Sivo first try scorer? Because I got it right. Give me 10%. Come on. You know the rules. So there we go. Sivo. How are those Broncos fans who said that this was going to be a very easy game? And by the way, who was one who said Sean Lane? There was actually a shout there for a second. I thought that Sean Lane was actually going to break through, but he does get held down last second, and he doesn't score, gives it off to Sivo, which is a good assist by him, by the way. Good assist by Shawnee Lane. Z25 says, even if they won the challenge and went on to score, cool, it's still 75 minutes. Exactly right, it's still 75 minutes, and what if there's a big call on a penalty or something like that? Like, it's a knock-on. Like, it's not like they have a shot for 2 or anything like that. It was just no big ramification from it. And that was pretty poor defense there from Stags, I think it was. Well, the Stags, yeah, it was poor defense from Stags there. Sivo is going to be valuable for Fiji in the World Cup. Yeah, Mike Sivo will be there. Obviously, I believe Tarek Sims is Fijian too, if I'm not mistaken. Tarek Sims, Viliami Kikau. You've got... the only problem is the halves, though. They can't have Kevin Aguama in the halves. They have to have Kevin Aguama in the wing. We saw that before, or centre. We saw that with Kevin Aguama. It did not work against Papua New Guinea. So chuck him in the centre there. You've got Mike Sivo on one wing, Mikhail Ravalawa on the other wing. And Moses! Oh! Sneaks past the left post. Sneaks past the left post there, big fella. My goodness me. Big fella. Thank you very much for the $20, by the way. Thank you very much for the $20. You didn't let me know in the chat, my guy. Thank you, James, for the $20 donor, Uno. You're a legend. That was 20 minutes ago. Why didn't you not tell me? 25 minutes ago, man. I just... I put my phone, because I get so many notifications from Instagram and Facebook and whatnot, and YouTube as well, that I put my phone under the pillow over there, so I didn't even see that donor until just now, but thank you very much. So the Eels now get this ball to the 15 metres. Reed with Reed with the dollar dono. Boom, 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 boom. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, and it's got the money eyes. Money. Get my eyes from it now, says Rava Sims going to carry. Yeah, we got Ravalawa, you got Sims, you got see what I mean? Like, you just get so many notifications. Guys, if you don't know there, please let me know. So forward tackle now at the 40. And they'll get this ball out to Reed Marnie with a 40-20 attempt. 40-20 attempt here from Marnie, but it's not going to go anywhere close. Nowhere close there. Yeah, let's get to that Fiji team again. So fullback will be Sunya Turuva, who had an absolutely fantastic game against Papua New Guinea. On the wings, you'll have Ravalawa and Mike Sivo. Centers, you would assume Kevin Aguama and I can't remember the last one. You'd probably put Brandon Wakeham into the 7 there, and I'm not so sure who they put into the 6. The 9 will be William McKickow. Sorry, the 9 will be William McKickow. 9 will be Api Sakorosau. William McKickow will be in the back row. I'm not even too sure. I'm not actually. Who is there? Tarek Sims, they're probably in the back row, or even the lock there. 6 again for the Bronx, and they get this ball inside the attack of 40 now. Ex-active member for 4 months. Looking to go join the BKRmy to support the content. Let's go, let's go. Sneaky dono from the old Jimmy Bill, absolutely, absolutely. Second tackle here for the Broncos. They're 32 metres out here. Roy says, I wonder what they do with Jacob Arthur. I don't know. Left-hand side here. Can watch them now says, how come the donuts aren't coming up on the screen? So basically, my big computer died, right? So I have to use the laptop. And the laptop doesn't have the ability to utilize Streamlabs. So when I'm able to get another big computer, I'll be able to do that again. But for the time being, I have to go through this laptop, and we don't have the we don't have the ability for that. So left-hand side of the Broncos, 4 tackle. They're 10 metres out. Kurt Catewell, 5 metres out of the line now. Who do we want here? We want Catewell or Oates? We probably want Catewell, though, because that's a harder one to get than Oates. But Reynolds here puts that ball up in the air. Oh! Oh! They're going to be away here, Parramatta. Parramatta's away here. Parramatta's away. Wonga Blake. Wonga Blake also, he's a centre. That's right. It'll be Wonga Blake and Kevin Aguama in the centres. Wonga Blake and Kevin Aguama in the centres. Tommy says, I'm expecting whoever loses this game, their fans will say they were robbed. Mike Sivo with an amazing run. They guess he's ball to the 40. Ken says, Parrot all over the Broncos like my grandma all over me on Christmas Arvo. I ended up reading that comment out. I was scared when I saw grandma, but it wasn't too bad in the end. Third tackle here, right-hand side. Thought Blake touched that. Well, you thought wrong, real Wombat. You're not too much of a real Wombat if you thought he touched that, because he definitely didn't touch that. 10 minutes gone here, guys. Bang! Let's hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new around here. 10 minutes gone. It's a good game so far, but you can see Parramatta is definitely in the lead. They are probably, you know, very much with the momentum at the moment. But then again, Broncos did have a chance, but it was a pretty average set. Good kick up here. It's been knocked back from Parramatta. There's numbers there. Oh! Oh no! Regan Campbell. Muppet. No way you did that. Moses, though, they've got the ball here. Dylan Brown, he kicks his ball to the corner. It's actually going to work out nicely for the Eels. It's actually going to work out pretty nicely. That was really stupid from Regan Campbell-Gillard, but they'll take it in the end. It ends up being about 15 metres out from their own line on the right-hand side. Nice work. Nice work. Parrot all over the Broncos. I've read that comment. I've read that comment. But yeah, look, obviously everyone's going to complain about robberies. We all know that the NRL, no one believes that their team lost fair and square. It's always the case, man. It's always the case. Alex's Broncos easy win. Yeah, it's not looking like an easy win right now, sir. Not looking like an easy win right now. 4 tackle here, and Turpin to Payne Haas, and Haas will get this ball inside the attacking half. I'm about a metre inside it. That'll be 5th tackle now. They go left-hand side here, and they're going to go for it on last. They're going to go for it. Oh, no, oh my gosh, it's going to work out for him. It's going to work out for him. Corey Oates! Corey Oates! Oh, it's going to be a try, Corey Oates. Is this a try? I don't know. This may be on here, though, X Factor. So I'm going to wait to highlight it, though, sir, because there may be an offside here is what I'll say. This is the most random try you're going to see, but it might be 4-4 him to get to come, and it should be 6-4 here to the Broncos, which is so against the run and play. Somebody said, bro, what a try. It's not a great try, but it works out. So they kick it through there. It just bounces off the Eels plate into the... Just want to see if Branko Lee is behind or in front. And if Corey Oates actually picks that up cleanly. I think he picks it up cleanly, but I want to see if Corey Oates is in front of him or not. Because the ball finally bounces. Branko Lee kicks this one through. It bounces off of Penasini, I think it is. Oh, but is that a knock-on from Branko Lee when it bounces back up to him? I think it might be play on there. Oh, yeah, it's a try. Yeah, that'll be a try there. As long as they're happy with the onside, I'm happy to say that's a try. Because we haven't really got an angle of the onside-offside yet. It's a typical ridiculous Broncos try. It was a Broncos try, and it was ridiculous, but I do get it, and I'm waiting for try confirmed here, but I'm pretty certain it's been called. No, it's not a knock-on. The only issues are maybe the ball bouncing up into Branko Lee up here. Try confirmed. Okay, so let's... It comes off his... So it must come off his chest is what they're trying to say there. There must be something coming off the chest. So, there we go, X Factor. We're on here, baby. We're on. We're on. We do need the hardest try scorers to come still with Papali'i and Catewell, though. So, it's close, but it will be a try. Yeah, he does grab that one. So it should be 6-4 here to the Broncos after they get this kick. And bang, bang. Broncos take the lead. Gee whiz, all out of it. 2 down, 3 to go. Let's get this bread. I need to sleep to wake up at 3 a.m. for work too. Well, you ain't going to be sleeping if we see Papali'i and Catewell both score before half time. And then it just comes down to that Eels 1 at 12. And then we need also Marnie for Jim and Bill. Lachlan says, how do you think Reece Walsh will go to the Broncos next year? I think Reece Walsh will work well with the Bronx, but I don't see them as a premiership threat. I think that they're still going to be a bit better than where they are this year. I just don't think that overall... I think Reece Walsh is a bit of a facade. I think he's a good player, but I think defensively... you'd probably look at Tessinu being a little bit better, to be completely honest with you. Obviously, Selwyn Cobo wanted that fullback spot, but he's not going to get it. He'll stay in the wing. And look, I think the Broncos will be a good team, but Adam Reynolds is getting older. This is 1 year. He's got 2 years left in his contract, but you've got to remember that Adam Reynolds is not going to be here forever. He's going to be here for at least another 2 years, but with those 2 years, he will regress at some point. But it just comes down to the Broncos. If he does not win the comp with the Broncos, it is effectively a bit of a failure signing. Just because they improve him doesn't mean that it makes it a successful signing. It does come down to they're actually able to get some success from this signing. So this is a big signing on big money, and they've built a team around Reynolds effectively. So the Broncos are a good team. It'll be interesting. I think they won't move downwards. I think if anything they go upwards, but I still think they're probably going to be a bit better teams than them next year. But we'll see how we go. We'll see how they go. Thomas, just from the Queen Gutter wants $1 million per season. He's a dreamer. So Sivo, oh my goodness me, he's having an incredible start of this game. 30 metres had it from their own line. First tackle, they got about 15 metres on that push. My goodness, and that's going to be Wonga Blake gets his ball out to the 42. Exos Governor deserves a solid 420k a season. He wishes he was worth that much. This would be a typical Eels game to lose. I wouldn't say it's a typical Eels game to lose. The Broncos are above them, technically. So usually you see the Eels performing against the big teams and not so great against the small teams. And the Broncos are at 14. Matto, no one followed it up though. No one followed that one up there. 4 tackle. Reed Marnie goes right inside of Moses. Moses here gets it off to Papali'i. Papali'i pushes off one, rolls around. He'll be 30 metres out now from the line. Can't get the offload away. Wants to, can't do it. Jimmy James was a Falcon. Alex says, Trell Mick, come. Okay, no. Dasmate says, I'd rather get Smith's chips than have Moses and Gus on my team. Knocked back here from the Eels, and the Broncos will get it there. That was poor of the Eels. The Eels aren't following up their players. This is the problem that I've seen so far in this first 14 minutes. They're not following their players up. That's the issue. Session says, Gulliver deserves 10 cents in a zinger box for his contract. Can we not talk about food like that? Because I am currently on keto, and I don't want to hear about zinger boxes. I don't want to hear about it. So third tackle now for the Broncos. They get this ball to the 45. Zinger box is pretty good, though. So third tackle here, and it's going to be Ezra Mann. No, that's actually Payne Ars. I don't know why I thought that was Ezra Mann. They're very different guys. Very, very different guys. Right-hand side here, Turpin gives it off to Reno. Reno now to Ricky. Ricky gets the ball to the 30. Fit tackle now. Not Billy Walds. I keep going to say Billy Walds because of the 9. The bouncy though, but it's going to be picked up there by Campbell Gillard. And Campbell Gillard is going to get absolutely annihilated. Gets the ball back inside his own 10. Queensland weather this year has been wild. Yeah, it's pretty poor right now, Gold Coast. The rain is really pouring down at the moment outside. Micah Sivo gets absolutely crunched there by Carrigan and Flegler. So Broncos now doing some pretty good defense. It's going to be the number 3. I think Panasini gets his ball out to about the 15. This defensive set for the Broncos is impressive. Eels now gets the 25, 4 tackle. They'll go left-hand side here. That's offside. Okay, well, that's 17. Is that 17 or 11? I can't even see. That was Catewell. Actually, been a penalty there for offside. So right-hand side here, Moses is going to whack that ball up at the top of the air. 32 metres out on their own line, so not the greatest set there, but it's not a terrible kick there from Moses. He'll put them inside their own 20. Keep them inside their own 20 there. So first tackle now. They're going to go Ezra Mann right-hand side to... Is that Pereira? Jeez, the Broncos are slowly coming back, though. This is going to be a gritty, grindy kind of game. It does look like it has points in it, though. It looks like it could be a grindy, gritty game, but it does look like it might have points in it, too. 24 minutes to go the first half. But then again, it's Parramatta. Parramatta does give up a lot of points normally. They do give up a lot of points. 4 pass. That's a 4 pass. My God, how are they not calling? I might have a drink and all. It was clearly 4 bars. So 4 tackle to the Bronx. The Bronx are really dicing those passes in this game so far. Obviously, one of them has been called. That should have been called. So Turpin now right inside of Reno. Reno with a cheeky little dink over the top, but the ball will... That's going to be played at by the Bronx. I don't know what just happened here. They're going to say out. It's going to be out for the Broncos, I think. So it bounces there. Oh, okay, yeah, it's definitely not gone anyway, but it's out. There you go. There you go. All right, so 10 metres out from their own line. Reed Marnie. This defence of the Broncos has been pretty solid here, keeping the Eels. The Broncos defence has been pretty poor in their own 50, but inside the Eels 20, they've been very good defensively. But now Regan Campbell-Gillard gets his ball outside the 20, second tackle here. Let's see if they can keep this intensity. But Paulo gets another 10 metres there, so they're just allowing metres right now. Just allowing metres, and it's not exactly what the Broncos want after such a great set just before. And they're already going to be on 4th tackle, about to... Oh no, 3rd tackle, they're going to hit the spot at 50. Gutho gets the ball after Matto offload, and Gutho will get this ball to the attacker for you now. 4th tackle. Pretty poor defensive set of the Bronx. That should have been a 6 again there as well. Reed Marnie, it is a 6 again. It is a 6 again. So it will be 6 again here with Parramatta. Not a great set. Queen Gutho milks it like always. I disagree. I thought that was a repeat set. I think that it was. So first tackle now, Junior Paulo gets his ball all to the 20. X-Face says, come on, Papali'i. Papali'i. Or Reed Marnie. Papali'i or Reed Marnie. Matto, though. 13 metres out. Nearly got away from that one. 3rd tackle. Right-hand side into Papali'i. Back on the inside here to Penasini. Penasini will keep going. Oh, bro, pass that ball. They probably score. 4th tackle here now. 7 metres out of the line. And they get it off to Reed Marnie. Marnie here to Moses. Moses here to Dylan Brown. Brown now gets it off to Wonga Blake. Blake back on the inside. And he will get taken. Oh, that's a 1-on-1 strip. That's a 1-on-1 strip, I think. It might even be a knock on there from the Broncos. No, it's going to be a 1-on-1 strip. So, well done there, Adam Reno. And, no, wrong side. You don't go down the short side there. But they get the offload away. Good work there. Will Morrison's 2 at the tackle there. No. One of the tackles fell off and then Reno took it out. So Pereira there gets his spot at the 35. That was good defense there from Reno. So 8 from 9 completions so far for Parramatta. 8 from 10 for the Bronx. But no, there was not 2 in the tackle. One of them fell off. Halfway through, and that's when Reno just stripped it out. 3rd tackle. This ball's up the attacking half. This is looking like it's going to be a very, very back and forth game. Very close game here. Flegler with a decent run there. Offloads it forward. That's the knock on at very minimum. What? Touched by an eel? No way! There is no way Broncos ball there. That is an absolute dog shit call for the referee. There is no way that was... There is no way that call was that... I think that's coming, Gatewell. There's no way that was Broncos ball there. So 20 minutes gone here, guys. Obviously, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you are new around here. On our way at 20k right now. Appreciate you as usual. 2nd tackle with the Bronx. All close to a 4 pass again. Carrigan offloads the ball to Payne Haas. That's a pretty good offload there. Haas now. Haas, though. Haas is going to score a try. It's off the back of a bad call, though. It's off the back of a bad call here. Payne Haas will score a try. Want to say, though, it is off the back of a really poor call. Yeah, they score off that, Daz. It is off the back of a really poor call, but the Broncos will score. So it will be 10-40 the kick to come, so it should be 12-40 because they're right in front. Yeah, Payne Haas ran straight through him. Yeah, this was... So, yeah, it was definitely a 1-on-1 strip there. Staggs took himself out of the equation. I want to go back and have a look at the play, though, in regards to the repeat set, because that was an awful call. It was an awful call. Haas, easy try of a bullshit call. Yeah, it was awful. Awful there for Parramatta. But it is what it is. It still got a pretty easy try there, Payne Haas. The way he's shushing the crowd, but cool. That's Tigers' defense. Yeah, that was really poor defense on Payne Haas. Like, Reed Marnie allowed that one just to go straight on through there. So we'll be 12-4 here. Haas running straight through him. Haas the beast, James Paul says. But good luck, Gutho, stopping that, though. Like, as soon as Reed Marnie fell off it, you could see that it was easily going to be a Payne Haas bloody romper. Of course they won't show the knock-on. They're not going to show the knock-on. It was pretty obvious, though. Access, that's what I want to see, Papali'i. Yeah, but yeah, no, there's the reason why they didn't show us a replay of the call. Oh, here is this the call here? No, they're coming back to show the offload there from Carrigan to... That was lazy defense there from Papali'i and also Reed Marnie. Reed Marnie also had just made a tackle, so And they went away. Never mind, it was poor defense. It was still poor defense, absolutely. Junior Paulo slowly getting up here. Should have given the ball to Catewell. Would love to have seen it, but Payne Haas was not going to stop there. Scott Jones and the Eels are pretenders. I personally think the Roosters are more a chance of winning the comp this year than the Eels. I do. I think if the Roosters sneak that 8th spot, I'm telling you, there's going to be a really nervous 5th place team. And I think the 5th place team is the Broncos. So I think the Roosters going up to Suncorp taking the Broncos is a really match made in heaven there for the Roosters. And I would not be surprised if the Broncos get knocked out by the Roosters. So they better hope and pray to God that Manly gets that spot. I think the Broncos beat Manly. And the Dragons, there's no way they do anything in the finals. They'll get slapped. They'll get absolutely annihilated by any of these teams. We saw that last week when they conceded 50 to the Roosters, who aren't even in the 8. So, even though the Roosters are a top 8 team, they're just obviously a tough run home, but I think they'll get there. Devon says they always have been. They always have been, absolutely. So, first tackle there, the Broncos coming outside their own 20 now. That Roosters run home is difficult, but I still think they're going to win more games than they lose. But they'll win tomorrow too. I think, obviously, I had Manly versus the Dragons and Manly to win. If Manly lose that game, the Roosters do go into the 8 though, and because the Roosters will beat the Knights. So third tackle there for the Bronx. Now fourth tackle, gets ball to the 45. Carrigan with a good offload there before. Gives it off. So Carrigan still not score a try there. Wow, jeez, I tell you what, they've got to look down at these passes there from Turpin, though. That's another 4 passes that's gone and missed there. That's another 4 passes that's gone and missed here from the referee. Alex, good luck to whoever comes 4th playing down the Titans in the first round. It's going to be a tough run. Tough go there. It's going to be a great time at Seabus Stadium. Last time we had a home final was 2010 against the Warriors. I don't think we played... No, we haven't had a home final since 2010. So Carrigan now, he'll get this ball to the 20. Third tackle here. Thomas Parramatta changed their name to pretend this is our year. Every year's their year, man. They're like Liverpool, but Liverpool actually did something about it. 4 tackle here. 11 metres out here. Not a great deal, though, because City have still won 4 of the last 5 Premier Leagues. Reynolds kicks it through here. It's going to be Jordan Ricky. It's got to be Jordan Ricky. Wow, Eels. Wow. Wow, Eels. Wow. Their defense is so bad. And this is what I said to you before the game started. I said, the Eels' defense is so bad that the Broncos are going to score at minimum 20. Eels can still match them with points, but the Broncos' defense is much better. So that's why I was saying there's a potential here the Broncos could snake this one. But, you know, this is poor from the Eels. This is really poor defense. Like, where's the fullback? Gutho, you can't be asking for $1 million a year. Like, there's no way that Gutherson is genuinely asking for $1 million a year. He is nowhere close to worth $1 million a year. Where is Gutherson? Where is Gutherson? Oh, I'm not going to have that negativity again. Well, we're going to time you out. I'm not going to have that negativity. Just settle down, mate. Settle it down. Everyone says they're Spurs of the comp. Eels are the Spurs of the comp. Yeah, the last time that the Eels won was similar to the last time. Oh, no, Tottenham was longer. Tottenham was about 50-odd, 60-odd years ago. But so I expect this kind of start. I hope the Eels bounce back to make this a close game. Lucas says, Bronx fan left hanging. Was there really? I don't know. That's just dreadful defence there from Gufferson. That's dreadful defence there from Gufferson. So then Bryce is coming to Riggy. Well, it's not looking good for the old Marnie. Not looking good for the old Papali Gatewell right now. Trucken's back. Here he comes. Trucken comes back here. X-Ray says, Gamble wasn't here when we hit Hudson Young trying the 79th minute to win a bet. Yeah, but Gamble's just been a muppet. Harry says, I said Eels by 18. Yeah, good luck with that. So 18-4 here. It's now a 14-point game. Deary me. Parramatta, what's the matter? What's the matter, Parramatta? Sasha Campbell says Tottenham's last title win was 1,012.87. My goodness me. Mohammed says Bronx on fire. Yeah, Santa Luce is coming to you, gooners. Oh, no. Ooh. Scott James says the Eels are trash. Eels never win the cup anytime soon. Don't forget, guys, we'll be doing the Premier League this season. I will obviously do the Premier League, transition into the FIFA World Cup, and then the Premier League again. Santa Luce is Tottenham shit. Oh, we all know that. Ryan Zarkle says never an Eels match without disappointment. Oh, I would say there's disappointment, but for you, not for everybody else. But at least it's disappointing somebody. And it is usually you guys, though, to be fair. And then it says, what's the Parramatta? Yep, said that about 14 times already, but thank you for clutching on late on. Lucas says that Hudson Young moment was electric, needed to score and he did the margin. Yeah, exactly right. Hudson Young and the margin. It was just bloody amazing. Muhammad says, match of the round. Oh, no. Broncos.com, maybe. No, come off the legs there, apparently. So, second tackle leave the Bronx. By the way, forward passes have been non-existent in this game from the Bronx side. Match of the round for me is Dogs and Titans should be cracker. Now, match of the round for me is Dragons Manly, because both teams are playing for the A. I think Manly win, but they've got a couple of outs now as well, which might make it a bit more even. It is at Cogra, which isn't a terribly long trip there for Manly. Obviously, it's across the bridge still and a little bit down to the south end of Sydney, but it's still somewhere that Manly fans should still turn up for. As a man gets that ball off there, Tessie New's away here. He kicks it on. Oh no, Gutherson, you are just a muppet, man. You are the biggest Muppet man that I ever did see Muppet. Ezra Man, right hand side, 5 minutes out of the line, second tackle. Gutherson is the biggest Muppet to ever did Muppet. 6 again here. Ken says Eels are shithouse. Their defense is absolutely appalling. 13 minutes out of the line. Carrigan's going to roll this ball in here. Second tackle to the 10. Scotty James, not a big fan of the old Eels. Not a big fan of the old Eels there. Right hand side now. Stags back on the inside. Oh, bro. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's going to be knock on from the Eels and the Broncos, but it will be a set restart here for the Broncos. Warriors fans, like I said, Broncos 13 plus. Okay, so it's very early for one. And secondly, you're a Warriors soon. What was the whole Broncos thing going on before this stream started? Donovan says, if Guffo gets $1 million a year, that's a robbery. There's no way he's getting anywhere close to $1 million. Not even close to $1 million. He's a dreamer. He's the biggest dreamer that ever did. Dreamer. No, don't. Settle down, people in the chat. My goodness. Do you see that that Eels fan in the background? No, I didn't expect so. Oh, I didn't. So 13 minutes and 20 seconds to go here. Gutho, the mump man indeed. Oh, chance so close. The Broncos now going to be 5 minutes out of the line. You're going to need an absolute miracle for that Eels 1-12 with Catewell also scoring, by the way, X Factor. I guess you'd need Catewell to score now and then the comeback with Dreams. Yeah, Luke Brooks is getting $1 million. Yeah, but Lachlan, that's a different story, though. At least with Luke Brooks, he won the Dally M half of the year at the time. Threw the ball on the sideline. Parramatta get the ball. No, it's going to be a knock on here from the Eels. So it will be Broncos ball again here. But at least with Luke Brooks, in 2018, he did win the halfback of the year in the Dally M. So at least he's got that for him. Parramatta right now. It definitely is Parramatta right now. So they're going to challenge this here, Parramatta. Relatively pointless challenge, but let's see how it goes. Remember, this is Parramatta didn't play that well against the Warriors last week, so I kind of expected this start. They still won by... They still scored only 40 points. Does he touch that ball? This is close. So Stags passes it. I don't know if it's... I think they're going to say inconclusive. I think they'll say inconclusive here. I don't think you can guarantee that he touches it. I don't think you can guarantee he touches it. Inconclusive, yeah, it's right. It's absolutely. Tommy says, imagine paying $160 for a Parra jersey. You wouldn't see me doing it. You wouldn't see me doing it. Get watching that. Your mouth says Stags to the Lomax. So it's going to be inclusive. I don't know. And this is why it's called inclusive. It's a tough call. It's really 50-50, which is why it's going to be inclusive. Harry says, I've seen Sivo just touching in my opinion. I don't know. I think it's very close. Very close. So I'm happy with the inconclusive. So Broncos now will be 5 minutes out of the line. First tackle. Ollie Harrington getting around the Bronx there. So Flegler, he'll roll his ball back to Jake Durbin. He'll go right inside of Carrigan. Could we see another 50 bomb here? Honestly, the Bronx, the Eels are so poor. The Eels are so poor. So right-hand side, Broncos, Stags. He'll go over the sideline in a second. Close. So it's going to be third tackle in the Bronx. They're about 3 minutes out. They go left-hand side now to Tessie New to Reynolds. Reynolds still go to Flegler, which was a very pointless pass. And they'll get taken down fourth tackle, 13 minutes out. Jimmy knows his fingers bent back. Yeah, well, I don't know. I didn't see it. So right inside here, and I'm happy with the call. So Eels get this ball at the 10. I'm happy with include the call. Oh, wow! Dylan Brown Lost the ball, so it's going to be a set restart here. Oh, no. Oh, Parramatta, no. Oh, I can't even watch this. This is going to be another try of the Broncos. Honestly, what just happened with Dylan Brown? That was a mockery. That was a absolute shitfest. Reynolds now left hand side. Chance here. Gives it off here. Corey Oates. Oh, he's back on the inside. 5 minutes out. He's second touch. That was actually good defense in the Eels. I don't usually see that. So Brenko Lee now right hand side to Man off to Flegler, and Flegler with another pointless run. We'll get more to the 10. He honestly is such a dreadful attacker. Like, he's a decent defender, but he's such a dreadful attacker, that Flegler. So 9 minutes out now, third tackle. Left hand side. Oh, wow, I was lucky. Corey Oates, that ball was passed better there from Ezra Mam. That was an easy try there for Corey Oates. That's absolutely on Ezra Mam there. Corey Oates should have easily scored that. Wow. Oh, Corey Oates a bit too deep as well for me. Ezra Mam, it was still a pretty poor pass overall. Yeah, it's a pretty poor pass overall there. Santa Claus says Touchy ain't playing, Schmonko. He's Touchy not playing. The Touchy not playing this game. He's not playing, man. Not playing. So left hand side here. Ken says, you call Gutho King? Yeah, mate. Yeah, I call Gutho King. Yeah. I've never insulted Gutho in my life. I definitely call him King. So 10 minutes to go here, the first half. Let's hit that thumbs up button and obviously subscribe to the new round here. Penalty to Parramatta. Oh, penalty to Parramatta. Penalty to Parramatta. And guess what it is? Flegler. Wow. So 25 says, why did he try to kick it? He could have caught that. What? Scott James says, there's no team I will ever hate more than the Eels. I pray this team never wins another premiership. I just did another comment there. No one can see your comment except for us, though, Big Bella. Hey, thanks for subscribing, though, Kim. Eat a dick. Second tackle now for the Eels. They're 40 minutes out of the line, right-hand side. Gives it off now, and it's going to be to the 33rd tackle. I love when I make someone so upset that they actually feel the need to subscribe and then also insult me. So fourth tackle here, Reed Marty. Oh, another sneaky. Fifth tackle there, but Reynolds with a really nice defense. They'll go right-hand side in Moses. Moses puts it up in the air. Oh, Eels! Chance! Bro, pass the ball. What is he doing? Why would you run that ball there on fit? Oh, man, that was poor again. Gilmore says, I mean, prob justified since Sibbo probably didn't touch it. A lot of people are saying he did. I didn't see it. It was inclusive. It's fair enough. Jay Roberts doesn't matter. Parramatta. Douglas says, thanks for supporting the shittest NRL channel on YouTube. It's Brody's old account. Oh, man. I just don't get it. Like, I just don't understand why haters don't get it. They don't understand that by hating, they are helping. It really is incredible, man. Like, it's one day, maybe they'll realise, oh my God, how stupid they've been. But Tessie knew! Tessie knew away! He's got Ezra Mam! Oh, Tessie, you should have passed the ball way earlier. So 21 minutes out of the line, fourth tackle. That should be Simbin. Yeah, off you go, mate. Off you go. You're a muppet, man. Panasani, you are a muppet, man. This team's defense is a muppet, man. This is a defensive shithouse. They couldn't defend to save their life. 7 minutes 48 to go here, and they're going to be down man, and their defense has been absolutely dribble. Here. Sinbin there. So, first tackle at the Broncos. They're 10 minutes out from the Eels line. Mapasini. First tackle, Jake Turpin, right hand side of Carrigan. Carrigan gets with Renault here. Oh, easy try. Oh, good defense there, Parramatta. Good defense. 5 minutes out. Left hand side, Sags now gives it off to Renault. He'll be 15 minutes out. Gets it off to Carrigan. Carrigan rolls it off to, I think, Jensen. I'm not even too sure. He's Corey Jensen there. 10 minutes out. Robbie says, hello, Romby! Broncos! Try on! Catewell! Oh, well, X Factor. You might get a freebie, but, oh, now we need the comeback of absolute dreams, X Factor. We need the comeback of absolute dreams. That includes Pabaliti scoring and Marty scoring. This is absolute dribble from their defense. This is dribble from their defense. Meta says, who was that came off the line way too early? I don't know, but their defense is so poor. So poor. Rewind says, Para have lost. I would go as far as say yes, but there is still 47 minutes to go of the game, but I would go as far as say yes. So Kurt capable of the try, so it's just unfortunate that X Factor got on the wrong team here. It's just unfortunate he got on the wrong team. Many fans says Broncos are getting favoured. I'll disagree with you. I think that originally we saw a couple of forward passes that weren't called, but overall that was absolutely a sin bin. So there's no way you can complain about that sin bin. The Broncos are killing Parramatta, and Parramatta have no answer for it because their defense has always been this way. They always go over 20 points a game. Every game is 20 points a game. Last week they gave 2 tries very late on there to make it close enough to 20 that wouldn't change the stats. You know, we'll go through their. Well, let's go through it. Let's go through their. Let's go through how their games have gone in recent weeks. So last week they gave 18 points to the Warriors. The week before that they gave 20 points to the Tigers. The week before that, they gave up 30 points to the Rabbitohs. The week before that, they gave up 16 points to the Roosters. Before that was 34 points to the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs. The Bulldogs. The week before that, they had the bye. Luckily, they only got 19 points in that game. But they didn't win that one, 20-19. 20 points to the Raiders. Who else there? Then one before that was 20 points to Manly. Jeez, this team gives up points. 31 points to the Roosters. They haven't conceded less than 18 points since Steel Panthers 20 in round 9. Oh, jeez, have they conceded less than 18 points all season? Round 8, 35 points to the Cowboys. Gave up only 2 points to the Knights back in round 7. Besides that, pretty much every other game. 21 points to the Tigers when they lost 21-20. This team's a shambles defensively. This team is an absolute shambles defensively. My gosh. Bob's Panthers are the best. Thanks, mate. They're not even in the top 8, though. Hughes always says, horrible. Good thing I bet on the Broncos with the win. Good thing, mate, because, Jeez. Switch says, given 18 points, oh, no, the Broncos are away here. Oh, no. Oh, Jimmy, me, Parramatta, third. Tackle leave the Broncos 40 minutes out. Giving 18 points to the Warriors is embarrassing on its own. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. 20-point blow-off. It is a 20-point blow-off right now. It's not even the 37th minute yet. What? Yeah, Parramatta have been just dreadful defensively. Man, we'll get spoiled about 35 minutes out. Member says, hello, Mama Police. We need to help take care of Para problem. Oh, we've needed them for about 36 years now. Broncos will let that ball. Oh, Papali'i gets his ball here. All right, here's a start. Break away for an 80-minute try, X Factor. And the comeback is on there for Papali'i. So, Robbie says, I'm able to watch the game with Bulldogs versus Cowboys on 11 Monday. Well, there you go. I won't be streaming it's not Bulldogs Cowboys, it's Bulldogs Titans. Bulldogs Titans and Cowboys Tigers on Sunday. So Panthers team still has 6.5 minutes left of this sin bin. We play Eels again round 24. Yeah, I know you play Eels again round 24. I think it'll be a bit of a different game. I think that it's a mad score here. I don't know if this is going to probably be a win. You would assume. Surely the Broncos don't choke this one away too much. But you wouldn't go in thinking that you've automatically won that. The Eels are still a team that's so inconsistent. Tammy says, Bronx are happily horsing around. X says, just get a free try here before halftime, Eels. Yeah, oh my God, it's going to go in the full. Oh my God. I actually think he caught that in field. I think he's a muppet. Yeah, it's going to be a Parramatta ball here. That's so stupid there from Pereira. Oh my gosh, you muppet man. Like, he caught it before you put your foot out. You're an idiot, bro. You're an idiot. So it's going to be a Parramatta feed here, 10 minutes out from the line. If they score here, they could actually still come back. They still could come back if they scored here, but they need a lot to go their way here still. All right, 3.5 minutes to go. Reed Marnie, right-hand side, gives it off to Marata Niokore, and they'll be 5 metres out from the line. Reed Marnie, left-hand side of Moses. Moses here to Brown. Brown on the top is Sivo. Back on the inside. He'll get taken out. No, he gets it off to Gutho. Luckily there, 15 minutes out. The momentum is slowly shifting. Slowly, but they're down 20 points, my guy. So Dylan Brown here, right off to Junior Paulo. And Paulo, they need to score here, though. If the Eels want to have any chance to come back in this game, they have to score right now. Third tackle now, 9 metres out of the line. Reed Marnie, right-hand side to Brown. Brown here. He'll step back and do absolutely nothing with the ball there. 7 metres out now, 4 tackle. What a waste of a tackle that was. Gives it back here to Reed Marnie. Marnie gives it off to Paulo. Paulo to Marnie. Marnie here. Let this up. Moses! Sean Lane! It's been tried to Wonga Blake. All right. Well done, Parramatta. That was a nice try. That was actually a nice try from Parramatta. Nice passes. So it'll be 24-80 with the kick to come. And maybe the Eels are back in business. Maybe the Eels are back in business with a man down. That was a pretty good try there. And that all comes down to Jordan Pereira. That all comes down to Pereira making that mistake there by letting that ball go. Oh, he's an idiot. I don't even want to explain it. It was just stupidity. It was stupidity there from Pereira. Hey, how unselfish Lane is. Yeah, Lane should have scored there. Lane would have easily scored. But obviously he does pass the ball to Wonga Blake and try time. Parramatta. With still a man in the bin, absolutely, remember that, absolutely. So guys, don't forget, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here. Maybe the game is back on here. It's a pretty easy kick in for a right footer. It's not the furthest out, and it's also not, oh, actually no, he ran even closer. So it should be a 14-point game here, and it's still a minute and a half here for maybe Parramatta to sneak another one before half time. Adam Bradley's such a big overlap with a man down, bad read for the Donkeys. Yeah, not a good read at all defensively. Yeah, they allowed that one pretty easily on that left-hand side, and Sean Lane could have scored, Wonga Blake could have scored, it did score, and Marcus Simmo would have scored. So, yeah, all three of those guys would have had that. That's so poor there from Broncos. That defense, and they're a very good defensive team, the Broncos normally, but they had 3 players there that could have easily scored. Nosbury says, bro, Lane, you bitch, if he scored, would have won 3K on my multi. Oh, that's painful, bro. Your eyes were lit up. Switch text to Deloise better than Pereira. I said that it should have been Horta. I would have put Horta in over Pereira, but I don't know if they would suit on the side. Usually, you do still look to which preferential side, and obviously they had Corey Oates come back in on the other side, on that left-hand side. So, yeah, Pereira, poor defense there. It was also his fault in the first place, but it is what it is. Also, the centre was at fault as well there. So, 56 seconds to go here, the first half, guys. 14-point game. Parramatta still have a man down for probably another 3 minutes or so. Harry Johnson, remember for 3 months, looking to go. Here come the squeals. Bing, 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 bong. I like it. I do like it. That's exactly what I was thinking, actually. Bing, 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 bong. Somebody says, I thought the Eels would never strike a bat. Makes the game more interesting now that they have. They needed conversion. Yeah, well, they got it. 14-point game here. Mohamed Al-Yasser says, Pereira's a muppet for that. Why didn't he catch it, man? Far out. It's a problem, man. You need it's a rookie error. It really is a rookie error. He's calmer for getting on lane. Knowledge for lyrics. He's a bit of calmer for getting on lane. But then again, Lane's been good recently. Papali'i tried in 79 minutes to win 28-26. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness me. Why would the Broncos be going for a 2-pointer though? Why would the Broncos be going for 2 points here? Because obviously that would make it a 16-point game. That doesn't make sense to me. So second tackle now. Sean Lane gets put up to the 30. Contrast is too good. If you're a Broncos fan, I wouldn't be saying too good just yet. You just consider to try the man down, and this game is still only 14 points. It's still game on here. Parramatta defense has been absolutely dreadful. 6 again here. Can they score before half time? Oh, they're halfway though. I don't know, but if they get a penalty here, you could look at them potentially going for the 2. Left hand side now, and good run there by Niokore. They're still going to get maybe one chance here. Paulo with a huge run. Gets his ball. Can't get the ball offloaded though. He'll be 10 metres out. Third tackle. Roll the ball. Paulo, roll the ball. Roll the ball. He rolls it. Right hand side. Moses. Last play here. Whacks it up in the air. Good chase through. Oh! That's going to be knocked back for the Broncos. And there we go. There we go. We'll be half time here. 24-10. Wow, what a hectic finish that half. If the Eels had scored there, that would have been very scary. That would have been very, very scary. But half time here, 24-10. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Appreciate you tuning in. On our way to 20K right now. And yeah, it was a little great fight back there from the Eels and the Diamonds that first half. They were down a man and still were able to bring it back. Obviously, their defense has been absolutely pitiful in this game so far. Broncos have been, decent. They haven't been bad. They haven't been great, but they've definitely been decent to score 24 points there. But it really does come down to the Eels' defense so far. Like, look at that laziness. Like, Payne Haas there could have scored against literally any... Like, I don't think that Payne Haas will score there against many teams, but the Eels tonight is where they allowed just such an easy run through there from Payne Haas. Like, look how bad that defense is there. Down that right-hand side's been poor as well, but at least it could be still a good game here. So let's see how it goes. It was a miracle for Queensland to win State of Origin, Harambe said. It was a very good win. Let's put it that way. It was a very, very good win. David Carr says, who did you tip the Panthers or Sharks? You should go and check out the tipping video. I did a tipping video. It went for 20 minutes. It went out yesterday at 4, went for 16 minutes. It came out yesterday at 5 p.m. Broncos, it's always hard to win after losing a blow to the bin. It is, but at the same time, they scored a try. I think they conceded 2 while being down, but they also scored a try. Ken says, no D's here tonight. No D's here tonight. I don't know what you're talking about. Cam says, it wasn't a miracle. They were definitely going to win. Who's this? Queensland. Well, they were 4-1 underdogs, so I will say that it is a miracle. And we are always known as the underdogs. We are always known as the underdogs in Queensland. So we'll happily take the underdog, and we'll thank them later. Or you'll thank us later. Big Ham got the Bulldogs Titans game. I wanted the Titans to win so bad. I'll be there too. Scotty James will be flying down to Sydney on Sunday morning, and I'll come back at Sunday night. Just a quick day trip down there to Sydney from the Gold Coast. I'll be tired as, but it should be an interesting game. Hopefully we get the job done there. X Factor says, I am just thinking of my bet as Eels need to win second half, 15 or more, and probably to score, which isn't impossible. It's not impossible. It's not impossible. Alex, New South Wales were tanking? Yeah, Brad Fittler's your coach. Of course New South Wales were tanking. We need to win. I think we can win it. Of course we can win it. You know, we can win any game, but it's just unfortunately this year just hasn't been our year. You know, it is what it is. Hopefully next year is a better year. Knowledge Luke says, BK, would this be the comeback of the season of Para win being 24-4 down? No, the Broncos will still have that for the Titans win when they were down 22-0 against the Titans, and were able to come back to win that game. You know, by it was a similar score to last year actually. It was a similar score to last year. That would be still the comeback of the year. No way would this be it. But then again, these guys have looked probably effectively worse. What was that score back in round? I think it was around 15, wasn't it? No, it was in before that. No, it was before that. Round 13. No, it was before that. Round 12. 35-24. Yeah, very similar score to last year, actually. Very, very, very similar score to last year. We had the advantage after winning game 1 of Origin. Harambe there with the $1.50 dono. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you very much for the $1.50 dono. 63% of people have voted the chat through 406 votes for the Broncos. Well, that's impressive considering that before the game started, it was pretty even. So that means that people have definitely just started leading there with the try score. But we'll see how it goes. Trucken's back. Here he goes. NSD AFL says, hey Becca. Hello, mate. How you doing? But Trucken has returned to the chat. Yeah, look, obviously let me know in the chat, guys, who you think is going to be the best game this week. We've got some big games. Like I said, tomorrow night we'll be showing both games, which is the Roosters and Knights game and Dragons Manly. I think the Dragons Manly game is the biggest game of the weekend because it means so much in regards to that top 8 race. If the Dragons lose, I will count them out. I don't think they're out, but I will personally count them out. I've counted them out anyway, to be fair. And then Manly, I still think even if they lose, they're definitely still in with a hunt. But the Roosters will trump down. That's a big, actually, all four of those teams. The Knights would definitely be done though. Anyone with the Warriors downwards is done. There's no way that any of those are going to get there. But the Dragons, the Raiders, the Roosters, Manly, the Rabbitohs, and even Parramatta right now are all within that 8 race. Jay says that's a weird one. Only Putin didn't find girl with us. Interesting. There. Panthers vs Sharks will be better than most think. Sharks are in great form. I agree. I think 4-1 odds is ludicrous. I think I'll do all 3 of those streams on Saturday. I think 4-1 odds are absolutely ludicrous there for the Sharkies, but you know, you never know. Hopefully they sneak something there and make it a bit more interesting. It would show that they're still beatable. But like I said, I genuinely feel like there's going to be something crazy that happens in the finals and the Panthers get knocked out. I feel like something crazy can happen. Knowledge Lyrics says Dragons have done, in my opinion, they have a shaky draw. I said that I don't think the Dragons are that good anyway, to be fair, mate. I've never really rated Dragons' chances. I think that the only people who really do rate the Dragons' chances probably are Dragons fans overall. But, you know, they are still there. I just don't understand how they're there. You know, it's a really weird position. It's really strange. Really strange for me, kind of, that they're even in that race, because I've never rated them. I think without Ben Hunt, they wouldn't even be close there. But obviously, last week they lost 54-26 to the Roosters. Really, really bad scoreline there for the Drags. Week before that, they lost to the Broncos. So the last 2 weeks, they've lost 2 in a row. Beat the Raiders there. Very controversially, though. The Raiders would have won that game. Obviously, Ben Hunt should have been sin-binned, and it should have been a penalty to the Raiders. Right in front on the siren, but it wasn't. So, yeah, the Dragons are no chance for me. They're terrible for me. I really don't believe they should have beat the Raiders. That was a robbery of a game as well. Before that, the Dragons played the Rabbitohs. They beat the Rabbits, but it was a different Rabbits team to what it is now. Very different then. Latrell Mitchell wasn't even playing from then. lost the Cowboys convincingly. They're one of the only teams to lose to the Titans, so, you don't look at the Dragons as too much of a threat. Memphis, the Dragons not great. Hunt does most of the work for the team. Absolutely. Extra says, my mate is a Sharks fan. He's invited me over for a beer after work to watch the game. I'm thinking I'd bring him a 2021 Panthers Premier's stubby cooler as a gift since I got a few. I think maybe not. Because you're obviously a Titans fan, so it's really interesting that you're obviously talking about the Panthers there. Harry says, Blaze bold statement, Dragons bottom 2 side without Hunt. I don't think that's bold. I think I would agree with that. I think without Hunt, they don't have literally anybody. I think that Hunt is the only guy that really pulls them over the line most of the time. And without Hunt, but then again, they lose a lot of their contract value there, so they would obviously have somebody else who's, I guess, on that same contract value if he wasn't there. But assuming you do take Ben Hunt out, yes, I do have them as potentially wooden spoon. Everyone had him as a wooden spoon in 2020. They surprised, though, and got away from it. Or 2021, sorry. Everyone had him as a spoon last year, but they surprised and got away from it. Will just says, has the Queen of Parrot done anything this game? Yeah, he's done a lot for the Broncos. Rumama says, is it just me or do the Dragons lose every game but they still finish under the 8? What? Is it just me or do the Dragons lose every game but they still finish just under the 8? Yeah, it's that's what I'm saying. I don't get how they're there. I don't think they're a good team, but they just so happen to always be there. I'm still laughing at Sean Lane not scoring for old mate having that win bet, which we would have got $300 out of, by the way. We would have, 10%. But yeah, I think without Hunt, they'd be probably wooden spoon. George says, I don't care what the result for this game is, but Storm wooden spoon. Okay, mate. X-Ray says, surely Titans have good this week for my tips, but everyone else probably takes them versus the Dogs. I think a lot of people will take the Denver versus the Dogs, especially with Avarillo out and also Addo Carr probably out. It's going to be a tough ask there for the Doggies, especially with the Titans playing a little bit better last week against the Bronx, who are still a very good defensive side. The Titans gave it a good go. Controversial loss too, mind you, but in the same sense, still lost the game. I think the Titans do get over the Doggies, but again, I think every week the Titans can get up and they just don't. But I believe they will. I'm flying down for it, so hopefully they get up. And that vlog will come out on Monday. Scott James says, I don't understand how Eels beat the Storm and Panthers with this defense. The Eels always beat the good teams and always suck to the bad teams. Robert says, Dragons are the Man United of the comp. Talk about their history, but still haven't won anything in a bit. Actually, Dragons last one in 2010. The Premier League was last won by United in 2012-13. So, a little bit of difference, but still relatively a decade since both those teams have won anything of note. So, yeah. Harry said, I had Dogs on my tip, but now Titans have realised it was a big loss. I still think we would have beat them anyway. Zach says, the ref is trash. See, guys, this is why NRL fans suck. There's a couple of forward passes here and there, but overall the referees haven't been bad. It's not the referee's fault that you're conceding 24 points here. It's not the referee's fault that you've had, massive overlaps. It's not the referee's fault you've got an idiot who decided to hold the player down too long. That was a sin bin. It was an obvious sin bin. It's a blatant sin bin. There's no argument against the sin bin. Scott James says the Eels will be the Newcastle United. Absolutely not. Eels would be Tottenham. Eels are absolutely Tottenham there. And Seeker says, do you think people give Tedesco too much credit? No, I think Tedesco's the best fullback in the game. Easy. No questions asked. David says, where is your coconut sugar? I have water right now, man. I can drink coconut sugar, but I'm on the keto, so I'm bloody smacking down the old water. It's tough, the keto. I've only just started it, but it's already tough again. But, I got the water and I got everything ready to rock and roll. Harry says, this is why fans aren't taken seriously. Someone said that sin bin wasn't fair. Who said the sin bin wasn't fair? Who's the idiot? Who said the sin bin wasn't fair? Honestly, if you think the sin bin wasn't fair, you have no idea what you're talking about. But it says, I blame the refs for Para's awful defence. Yeah, that's the thing. And that's what Para fans will do. Not all Para fans, but a genuinely large amount will still blame the referee for the sin bin. Will still blame them for their defence. And they will say that, oh no, they've been put into better positions because of, blah, 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 blah. And whilst they can be technically right in the sense that if a penalty or a forward pass was called, the play in a different position and the Broncos wouldn't have been where they are, which is right in a couple of instances where the Broncos should have had a forward pass a couple of times and then they scored once. But overall, you're still giving up 24 points here and you can't really blame too much on the referee for your defence being dog shit. The sin bin was warranted though. I don't think anyone really, I didn't see a comment saying anything about the sin bin, but I guarantee someone is complaining about it. Joshua says, really good to sit here for and say he wants to play on a whole rook. I never was worried about that. Never was worried about that at all. I always knew that Foran was going to play there. contractually, you can get out of it, but you still need... So basically, because of the Cherry Evans effect back in 2014, contractually, the Titans have to agree to it now. So it's like, if Foran wanted to stay in Sydney, he could kick up enough of a fuss that the Titans say, you know what, whatever. But overall, it comes down to the Titans if they wanted to release him, right? Or wanted to say, you know what, okay, whatever, you go back to Manly. It's not on Foran. It's not up to Foran. It is on the Titans, right? But obviously, you don't want that situation to happen. Eels so inconsistent. Amazing people says, bro, what are the Eels doing? They're being Muppets. That's what they're doing. Harry says, everyone's saying Sharks, Panthers game of the round. I think Panthers win, not by a big margin, but fairly confident. I've tipped the Panthers, but I think the 4-1 odds of the Sharks is wild. I think that's wild. They are missing Sione Katoa for the season, though, which is a big loss there in the back line. But I do think that the Panthers win that game, especially in Penrith as well. But I think the Sharks will give it a really good go. I think they'll give it a really good go. We'll be streaming all those games, though. All the games on Saturday and all games tomorrow night. Just not the Sunday games, because I'll be at Combank for the Dogs and Titans game. Do you think Jack Tep will go to the Dolphins? I've absolutely no idea. It's a weird signing for them, though. Golf Condon says, up at the Eels. Medvedev says, playing the refs is like a big meme nowadays. I think that ever since the Raiders Grand Final 2019 is when everyone's playing the refs. I honestly, 2018 and behind, I don't think it was as prominent. I think that balls up call from the referees in that 2019 Grand Final between the Raiders and Roosters has really made it more prominent and made people get more of a more public excuse for it. I honestly, before 2018, I cannot remember it ever being this intense and this full on in regards to people blaming the referees, which they have relatively a right to, because a lot of the time there are very bad calls. But the thing that takes it away from it, and I always say this to you guys, if they make bad calls, then fair enough, slaughter them. But if they don't make bad calls, please don't blame them, because then that means that when we have a go at them here, they get let off free, because even when they're doing the right thing and they go on for the review and they say they're doing the right thing, then your calls for being robbery or penalty, against your team, whatnot, make no sense, right? So you have to just be quiet when your team is losing fairly. When your team is losing unfairly, have a go. It's fine. But Eels fans, we're not losing this game unfairly right now. But the second half is about to get underway here. But about that, we'll get the ball here for the second half. Let's hit that thumbs up button, guys. Smack it. Let's get to 100 likes. And subscribe if you are new around here. Jasper says, have you been in combat before? Of course I've been in combat before, bro. I was there when your team got pumped 59-0. There's a vlog on the channel of that one. N-Seeker says, do you think that the news about Brad Arthur could be a factor in why the Eels playing so bad? I think he's a part of it. I don't think he's the sole reason for it, but I think he's absolutely a part of why the Parramatta Eels are the only team. Oh, no. Oh, you know, no, 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 Parramatta. Parramatta, no. Oh, my God. Off the kick-off, they're going to drop the ball. Oh, my God. Wonga Blake, that's not Wonga Blake there. Sean Lane also should have been yelling for it. But that is dreadful. No, 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 no. So Broncos will get the ball here now. A minute 16 to go to sin bin. By the way, they play at that set, they get away from the sin bin. You know, the rest of that minute will go here, and they would have been able to play it out. But now, sin bin gets smacked back. So now, oh no, Broncos have lost the ball off the scrum too. Luckily, it goes backwards there. Parramatta Eels says, I like watching BK Sport. Well, appreciate you. We're here every single day, pretty much. 6 again here with the Broncos too. Wow, Parramatta, don't concede a try here, or you may concede 50. And it says this is a top side team, everybody. Well, it just means the Broncos aren't a top side, eh? Right hand side here, Rano gives it off to Ricky, and Ricky will be 10 metres out of the line. 10-25, so Parramatta's score represents the IQ on that play. Yeah, an IQ of 10 is about right. Yeah, I think you're still going a bit too high though. Reynolds on the top here. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. No. Simonson. They may check this, though. So they're going to call this a try. This is poor here from Simonson. Simonson just waits for him to catch it and then tackles him. He's a metre away from the line. Like, he is a metre away from the line. He has waited for Oates to catch this and then go down and score. That's mad there from Simonson. That is really, really madness. That is madness there. That all comes down to that Sean Lane and Wonga Blake mistake, by the way. But, my God. Like, what is Simonson doing? He's just allowed him to jump up there, catch it, and come back down. So, if they get the kick here, it's going to be... So, try replay. Let's have a look here. I'm pretty certain he scores it. The referee on the touchline said maybe not. That is so poor there. That's... Ooh. No, I think he scores it. That is so poor. My goodness me. XS is 30-28. Come on, Eels, get the comeback dream alive. Simonson. No, it's definitely a try. Bongo says, I used to go for the Eels and think about going for them again if they do well in the finals. Timing out. Hold on one second. I'm going to time it out myself. Jimmy hits the head. Oh, Bongo says Jimmy hits the head there. And also, listen, I wonder how much the Eels fan base will decrease in a few more years if the trophy drought continues. That's why I laugh at Parramatta fans who talk about Titans. It's like, the Titans, obviously, you got me, you got a few other fans there who do obviously give a real good go, and there's not a great big supporter base, but for a team that's been in the comp for over 60, 70 years now, I think it was 1959, 1949 that the Parramatta Eels came into the comp. 1949, so that's about nearly 80 years, 70, 80 years now. They will have no one of their crowds because they didn't in the 2010s. Parramatta fans forget how poor their crowds were in the 2010s. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting, man. Be interesting to see if they turn up again. Reynolds there gets a kick from the sideline, so 30-10 back to 20-point game. Well done, Parramatta. Well done. Well done. Jasmine says, we on for a 50 bomb. We want a 50 bomb. But up. I was 2 years off, David. 1947, the Parramatta Eels came in the comp. The same year as Manly, right? Same year as Manly. Because I think the Sharks came in 1949, yeah, with the Bulldogs, maybe? And Parramatta came with Manly. And Sharks, I think, came with Bulldog. Turbo Thompson is another wasted year for the Squeals. Always, buddy, wasted years for the Squeals. Wilma says, I've never liked Simonson. He's been doing shit this all year. I think that he's never been a really great player. I think at the Raiders, he wasn't even that fantastic. Bulldogs 1935. Oh, well then, screw me, drunk and call me Stacey. There you go, mate. Well, there you go. There you go. So, second tackle now for the Broncos. And gives it off to Jensen. Jensen gets to the 35. Desmond says, Sharks came in with the Panthers, I think. Sophia Delmas, Gutho don't suck. Gutho does kind of suck, Sophia. Gutho does kind of suck, yeah. Was good in previous years, but right now, Gutho asking for a mil is like you right now asking me to pay for a Ferrari. It's not going to happen, and you're the biggest dreamer that ever did dreamer, right? But there is still the option of it, but it's not going to happen. Do you know what I'm saying? So Gutho now gets this ball out to the 15. David Carnes, 1967, the Sharks come into the competition the same year as the Panthers. Okay, there you go. So I knew that they came in with another team. I didn't know who it was. I said the Dogs, but there you go. It's the Panthers. Governor sucks as much as his first name. Queen. That's a bit weird. Nevertheless says, oh my goodness, Queen Governor knocks it back instead of knocking it on. It's a crazy surprise. Absolutely. It's a crazy, crazy surprise. Sophia's Governor's so good. Governor was not a top 5 fullback, Sophia. I get you probably are a Parramatta fan, but anyone with a brain can see that Gutho has regressed significantly defensively this year, which was his biggest turning point. Attacking-wise, he's been dreadful this year. Defensively, he's been dreadful this year. He is nowhere... I've got Pappenhausen, Latrell Mitchell, Tedesco, Trebojevic. Who else do we go there that I'm missing right now? Dylan Edwards, absolutely. Absolutely, Edwards. Callum Ponga. He's not even in top 6 at the moment. I'm personally taking AJ Brimson, Reece Walsh, Scotty Drinkwater right now over Gutho. Gutho's done nothing this year. Gutho for me Gutho is not even close to top 5 right now. I am not taking him anywhere close to those guys. Gutherson has had an absolutely horrific year. He's had a horrific year. He's so bland at the moment. Queen is doing well for her age though. How old is Queen Gutho? So left-hand side now with the Bronx, and it'll be fifth tackle here at the 43. I'm not going to read ZH's name out. You need to change your NRL ladder? No, I don't. At all. That's a terrible kick there from the Broncos. And Mike Castillo will get a 7 tackle set here for... That's a live ladder right there. It's a live ladder right there. That's a 7 tackle set here for the Eels. And Mike Castillo gives it off to Simonson. Taking Averillo as well. No, I'm not taking Averillo over Gutho. Not taking Averillo over Gutho. Sophia, are you looking for a fight? No, Sophia's a Parramatta fan who doesn't like that everyone can see that Gutho is not that great. So Eels now with a nice little run here, and they'll get this ball to the heart. Hey, Gutho made a nice little run. Look at him go. He must be a top 5 fullback now. Reed Money left-hand side here, gives it off. Sean Lane. Lane here throws it to literally Muppet Man. The ladder's not wrong, David Carter. The ladder is not wrong. The ladder is not wrong. That is a factual ladder. There is nothing wrong with that ladder. Gilbert Belinda says the Eels are going to Eels. Eels are going to Eels, and they are currently Eelsing. Austin says, why do people think you changed the ladder? I don't know, Austin. I really don't get it. I'm not even laughing right now. It's a very serious channel. This is a very, very serious channel. That's a live ladder. It's a live ladder, mate. It's a live ladder. Senpai says King Dude. No, it's not going to happen, mate. Even we know that Broncos fans don't rate him. Fun fact, me and Mose have the same birthday. Wasn't a very fun fact at all. Wasn't a very fun fact at all. Actually, that fact sucks. So 15 out of 19 completions for Parramatta, 24 from 28 for the Broncos. A lot more possession for them. Wow, wait. Imagine not being serious. I don't know. That's my Tim Thompson's Tigers should be on top. Well, they're not, though. They could be, should be, but they're not. This is just a factual matter over here. My goodness me. It really is not that hard. So third tackle here for the Broncos at the halfway point. Reno gives it off to Reggie. Now we inside the attacking half. Zebby says, too long. Vomsy says, no, his right ladder is wrong. Seagulls are 8th. What? The Seagulls are 8th, and they are 8th. So, just confused. Confused about what you're smoking. Eels get this ball here now at the 10. Your Para is wrong because Para aren't 16th. I don't understand what you guys are talking about because this ladder is the live ladder right now. Dad's mate says no turbo because the Tigers are undefeated at the Titans. That's not true. Jasper said, I think Neil is a good centre as on a fullback. I think that, I think he's okay. I don't think he's a bad fullback. I think he's a better fullback than Jermaine Sarko. ZH25 says Panthers 15th in your ladder. Couldn't imagine being a Panthers fan. It must be tough watching. Oh, mate, it'd be tough watching, mate. It'd be tough watching. Especially when they were up 22-0 against the Broncos and lost that one. Up at 22-4 against the Raiders, lost that one. I did get robbed against the Eels, though, in game 1 of the season. But outside of that, have lost most of their games pretty fairly, the old Panthers. So left-hand side here, the Broncos get taken down at 25. Knowledge of Lyrics says something that is absolutely facts. NRL fans can talk shit about the Titans all they want, but their city will never be better than the Gold Coast, mate. You can live in Brisbane. You can live in Sydney. You can live in Melbourne. Don't even talk to me if you live in Adelaide, Perth, or bloody Canberra. Don't talk to me if you live in Canberra. The Gold Coast is the greatest place to live in Australia. Fact. Real Mama says Tamari Martin's better than new. I would agree, but Tamari Martin's been released because of the incoming Reece Walsh. My all-time favourite Titans player is David Fafita. Probably correct is Sammy. I don't even know what you're talking about. John Burks, they still can't believe the turnaround this season for the Titans. Many had them picked for the spoon. Who's laughing now? No, many of them did not have the Titans picked for the spoon. Not many at all. I don't even recall a single person having the Titans tipped for the spoon. I don't even... Oh, okay. Sorry, John. I didn't even click. I didn't even click, John. I didn't even click, mate. All right, well, you know what? You're spot on, mate. A lot of people did have them tip for the spoon, and look at them go. I didn't even click. Sometimes I forget my own joke. But there's no joke here, though. There is no joke here. It's a very serious channel. Reed Martin, left-hand side here, gives it off. And now there'll be 15 minutes out on the line. Fourth tackle here. Guys, 30 minutes to go here of the game. First half, not the first half of the game. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new right inside Parramatta. Oh, offloads it to Queen Gutho. The Queen's still going here. 10 minutes out. Oh, pass the ball, you Muppet man. My goodness me. Kansas, I've had Titans first all season. Where's my money? Yes, jeez. I wish I knew. That's going to be well done there for the Broncos. It'll be Broncos ball. Broncos ball. There's no joke, Alex. The only joke here is the Tigers. And we all know that joke. It's at the bottom of the table right now. Bottom of the table. They're going for their 22nd spoon. Obviously, West have about 17. Balmain have about 4. And the West Tigers have about 1. And that's this year. So the Broncos now get spoiled outside their own 23rd tackle. What covers Martin signed for? I don't know, mate. I really don't know. Do you think Gullo is a top 6 fullback? No, I literally just went through my fullbacks. I'm not in order. I would take Trbojevic over him, Tedesco over him. I would take Ponga over him. I'm taking Latrell over him. I'm taking Dylan Edwards over him. I'm taking Ryan Pappenhausen over him. So that's the top 6 there anyway. I'm taking AJ Brimson and Reece Walsh over him personally. I'd probably take Gutho over Kennedy, and I'd still say Gutho maybe over Drinkwater. It's tight, but he's top 10. But in my list, I think most people would rate him maybe 7th. But in my list, I'd probably have him about 9-10. So right-hand side now, and who else is there? Nickel Clockstar is pretty good, but he's injured quite a lot. Third tackle here, Reid Marnie, right-hand side. Who else is there? Nowhere even close to the Dragons fullback. I don't even know who that is. Cody Ramsey, maybe. He's been having a pretty good last couple of games, but still no. Back here for Parramatta, Sean Lane. He'll be fit tackle, 15 minutes out. So if he's going with the Eels, is hard. It is hard. You're a part of the dribble squad. You are a part of the dribble squad, but it's the Eels, the Titans, the Tigers, the Warriors, and the Knights. Knock over the Broncos. Parramatta. Set restart here. Dylan Brown. And it's going to be 6 again. Here we go. Here we go. Josh says, Titans had to apparently make a bid for Jackson Hastings. Guys, it's the media telling you what you want to hear. The Titans are not making a bid for Jackson Hastings. Why would they do that? They've built this club around going with the young blonde Toby Sexton and Kieran Foran at the 6. It makes absolutely no sense to go for Jackson Hastings. And I don't know any Papali! Oh, so Glow's Papali, the second tackle now. Derek Gilbert getting around the Broncos. That comment makes no. The Titans are not going for Jackson Hastings. The Titans are not going for Jackson Hastings. I don't know who's told you that, but it's not happening. Reid Marnie, left-hand side, gets on the Brown. Sivo! Dosamviti! The Eels back in the game, maybe. So 27.5 minutes to go here. It's 30-14. 16-point game here. Tough kick from the left-hand side. Sivo with the double. He's having a very, very, very good comeback from his on. We'll see ya. We'll be seeing you, Sophia. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you in 5 minutes. Aye, Sophia. Have a nice time. Alex says, what's your language, Dasmate? Dasmate says Hastings is shit anyway. I think Hastings is alright, but it's not someone that we'd even be looking at. It's not someone that Titans are looking at. Who in the chat said Sivo hat-trick? Oh, I said Sivo first try scorer. He's got a double. I said first try scorer. He got the first try scorer, and this is his second. So, mate, I'm flying. We still need Marnie, Papali'i. Oh, mate. Can you imagine Marnie and Papali'i both score, and then Papali'i scores again? Or anyone scores. Or Gutho scores the winning try. So Marnie scores the next try. Gutho scores the try after that. No, Marnie scores the next try. Papali'i scores the try after that, and then we get Gutho to win the game. Unbelievable. Just simply superb. Simply superb. Should just trade Cook for Fafita. Thanks, Kanan. Gonna say no to that one, though. X Factor says, remember, guys, don't put an S up the storm, or you will get a 5-minute timeout. You will. Moses will also be a Muppet man and miss the kick. It will be a Muppet man and miss the kick there. So we'll say it's a 16-point game here. So it's going to be amazing for them to come back and win 32-30. Are you surprised the Rabbitohs and Bulldogs was the most watched NRL Grand Final? No, Rabbitohs have a very, very massive supporter base. Hadn't won a Grand Final in about 35, 40 years compared to the Dogs, who have a very big supporter base. Obviously, also a very large Lebanese population. So they would also have a lot of people over there supporting in Lebanon as well, getting around the Bulldogs. And no, it's not surprising to me at all. They've got a very decent supporter base there, the Doggies, and so the Rabbitohs. You'd argue two of the biggest supporter bases in the country. And obviously, you know, Rabbitohs did win the game in the end. This will be my biggest bet win if it comes off. Well, we need Papali'i, Marnie, Buddy, Gutho. Look at us go. Ryzo says 3 converted tries needed. Very hard, but I have faith. It's still time. You don't even need to convert all 3 of them. You just need to convert 2 of them and score a try, and you'll be tied. And then you can go for the field goal with, some Muppet called Gutho. Third tackle. If you hadn't given up that try after, penalty, Parramatta. Momentum shifter. Parramatta momentum shifter. 25 minutes to go here. They'll get a penalty. Hetherington gives it away. If you had not have given up that try at the start of the second half, it would currently be 24-14. Just throwing that one out there, baby. Just throwing that one out there. So Parramatta here, 25 metres out of the line. Here they come. So Ash 25 says, how's Sophia's form? Saying the Eels can beat the Panthers. They're second bottom. It's nothing special. It's nothing special beating the Panthers, man. Nothing special. Second tackle now for the Eels. It's going to be Papali'i, who is getting up a little bit injured here, X Factor. Nerve-wracking times. Reid Marnie goes left-hand side here. Parramatta score here. They're back in this game. If Parramatta score here, they are back in this game. For the Branson, why is so many Lebanese people that go for the Bulldogs? It's just a very ethnically large region of Sydney that have a lot of people there who originally are from that area. What Blake! Oh, good defense. Bronx, 4 tackle. 1 metre out here. Most kick 3 from 3. It wouldn't be 30 to 18. Yeah, but if you're... I'm not going to make that joke. Third tackle here, 8 metres out. South were lucky. Mick Ennis was injured. And Barber left. Would have been a training session for us. Wasn't a training session. Was actually a training session, in fact, for the ball. That was a terrible kick there. If that kick is any soft, that's a try for Mitchell Moses. Wow. Wait. Oh, they're saying drop out. He's saying drop out here. They're saying touched by a Bronco. It'll be reviewed here anyway. So, that's fine there. But I want to go back and have a look. Don't do it, Scotty. Have they called this as a dropout? No touch. No shit, Sherlock. What are you talking about, referee, you muppet? Not even close. Not even close for a touchdown for the Broncos. Osmond Games is Parra very good to beat Penrith and Melbourne on the day, but they just can't put it together sometimes. Sometimes, or pretty much all the time, except for when they play Parra. And, except for when they play Parra, yeah. Except when they play Penrith and Melbourne, absolutely. Must be a thriving Lebanese diaspora there in Canterbury, in Bankstown area. Yeah, no, it is. It is. So, second tackle there. They'll get this ball to the 45. Second tackle here. They go left-hand side. That'd be great. Oh, geez, that'd be great to get Mitchell Moses. That's a 4 pass. That's a 4 pass. Yeah, absolutely. That's all right. Cool. That's happened all night, though. That's happened all night. They haven't called all of them, too. They have not called all of the 4 passes against the Broncos, so luckily they'll call this one. Especially they call it 4 passes, go Eels, yeah. There's been a lot more than that tonight. There's been a lot more 4 passes than that, but they've only called 2 of them. There probably should have been maybe about 5. I think there was 3 other passes that I called before that were mixed. So this is Penrith Panthers is so much better. That's cool. You also lost to this Eels team, Salmon, so, settle down. Settle down. Penrith Panthers is much better. You lost to this team. The team is currently losing 30-14 to the Broncos. The Schmonkos. Thank you very much. Parra are not aroused by any teams other than Penrith and Melbourne. They really get up for it. They do, yeah. So second tackle now for the Eels. I'll get this ball to the 25. That's like if the Titans made the grand final. I want it to be against the Eels because they won't get up for it. Left-hand side now, and it's going to be inside the attacker 20 here. 2 is better than none, I guess. I don't know what you're talking about. Reid Marnie, right-hand side of Campbell Gillard. Campbell Gillard here. Here's a chance. Mitchell Moses over right-hand side. Oh, how did he not lose that ball? Well done there to Pansini not lose that. It's going to be a knock-on. Oh, it's going to be a penalty, Parramatta. Penalty, Parramatta here. Oh, no. Oh, dear me. Broncos, what's happening? What's happening? Broncos. Someone a no-go. Someone is a no-go here today. First tackle in for the Eels at 10 metres out of the line. Papali'i, come on. Give the ball to Papali'i. Left-hand side of Moses. Moses hit to Brown. Brown hit to Sean Lane. Lane, 5 metres out, so close. Second tackle here. Second tackle gives it off to Reid Marnie. Gives it to, oh my goodness me, Dylan Brown. Brown is going to go himself here. And can't get the offload away, though. 5 minutes out. They're looking for that momentum switch, and the momentum is with Parramatta. If they score here, I'm telling you, they can win this game. Gives it off to Makahesi Makatoa. Reid Marnie gives it off to Sean Lane. Lane to Wonga Blake. Wonga Blake to Sivo. No. Sivo! Oh! That's going to be knock on there for the Broncos. That's going to be knock on for the Broncos. That's a knock on for the Broncos. No. Challenge that. Challenge that. No way. No way they just say that was a knock back for the Broncos. That is mad. That is a mad call. Kipper Cronk, shut up. How are you saying that was a knock back? What on earth are you saying? Remember it says that was 100% a knock on. That's wild. How did they not call that as a knock on? 4 tackle leave at Broncos, 35 minutes out of their own line. 20 minutes to go here in the game, guys. 20 minutes to go. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're around here. Let's get to 100 likes. Let's do it. Smack it, smack it, smack it. Smack it, smack it, smack it. On our way to 20,000 subscribers. Look at you guys go. We are flying. Left-hand side of the Broncos. And Reynolds puts that up in the air. And the Eels now bring this ball back here to about the 35 on their own side. Would you rather always kick for goal when given a penalty or always kick on 4 tackle? Always kick on 4 tackle. So off they go to the right-hand side. Back on the inside here. Jeez, nearly broke away there. Eels are threatening, though. They are really threatening at the moment. They're giving it a good go here, even though they have been embarrassed in that first half. They're giving it a decent crack now. Some players should just say, retire and not go into the media. So Reid Marnie now. I agree. Reid Marnie there gets ball to 25. Toxic Marmy says 20 minutes to go. Eels still have time for a comeback. They do. They do definitely still have time for a comeback, but they might actually have one now. Here we go. Gutho. Wagga Blake. Wagga Blake. Try time. And the comeback is on here, lads. The comeback is on here, ladies and gentlemen. There might be an obstruction, though. Nothing cool try. Average Broncos says the comeback is unlikely. Mate, it's 30-18 with the kid to come. Parramatta just scored. Oh boy. Oh boy. What's the matter, Broncos? What's happening here? This was an easy win at halftime. Come on, 79th minute. Papali'i try. We want Reid Marnie to score next. No, we want Papali'i to score next and then Marnie. Look at this go. Last combination well. The bunker will review this. I think they're fine putting down for the try, but we'll have a look on the inside there for a potential obstruction. I don't think so, though. Gutho goes left-hand side again here. There's nothing wrong with the put-down, surely. If Wagga Blake messes this up here from the put-down, that'd be wild. Nah, it's the try. The put-down's okay. I don't even know why people in the crowd are going crazy. X-Man says that bloke needed lane score, right? Yeah, he did. But I don't know what they're looking at here. They're going to look at the obstruction. So I did say there could have been potential obstruction on the inside. John Brooks, can anyone tell me who the try scorers have been so far? Oates, Sivo, Catewell. Sivo twice. Nah, there's nothing wrong with that. Nah. Reynolds has gone into the player there. No way. He is coming into the player here. Reynolds has chosen this player here. Oh, they're going to say that's a penalty. I'm going to disagree with that. You can see that Adam Reynolds has made the decision to go for that player. That is the incorrect call in my personal opinion. He has made a decision to go with that player and is going to milk a penalty off that. That's a no try. That is the wrong call in my personal opinion. Lucas said that's tough as. I think that's bullshit. Another bullshit call for the bunker, Alex says. I think it really does lack common sense there. It really lacks common sense. As Broncos fan says, Adam decided to make that play. Absolutely he decided to make that play. The ref is an obstruction to this game. Bro, mad call that. Like, you can clearly see that Reynolds decided to go for the tackle. He's on the inside. He's nowhere close to making a play there. And he's making the tackle on the inside man. That's fine, he made a decision, but he made a decision. Switch says, as much as I disagree with the call, it's been called this 99% of the time. But why though? No, it hasn't, because he's making a decision. If you're making a decision, it doesn't get called that. If you are making a decision as a defender to go for that play, the referee, the bunker, will say he's made a decision to go for that player. And he did make a decision to go for that play, but he didn't call it. Just wild. But it says Reynolds never would have made an impact. It doesn't matter about that, though. It doesn't matter about that. It has nothing to do with what the impact on the play would have been. Lucas says obstruction rules need a bit of common sense. 1 second, left-hand side of the Broncos. They get the ball to the 30. They scored off a bad call before. Oh, that's an obstruction there. Hello? Come on, referee. What's going on here? How is that not a penalty to the Eels? They just called an obstruction. They're not going to call that one? Dumbo says, killer all day. I was thinking Broncos head-to-head at O's any time. Right-hand side here. And the Broncos will be 20 metres out of the line. Fit tackle now. 20 metres out. Right-hand side to... Kicks it through. Good kick there, actually. Good kick. Reid Marnie picks it up. Luckily, doesn't knock that ball on. Double standards. Yeah, it's double standards on for lyrics. Like, the better team is winning right now, but still, it's very interesting. Oh, good hit there. Flagley gets the offload, though. Papali'i to Sean Lane. Sean Lane's going to go himself here. Gets this ball to about the 15 or so. Eels should have had that try. I agree, average Broncos fan. So, Eels now right-hand side, and they're going to get this ball to about 25 metres out here from their own line now. They need to try and get a bit more metres than they're getting right now, however. Definitely Broncos put on a bit of a decent defensive act at the moment. Right, Matto gets it out to about the 30 now. 4 tackle. Still time, but they would need a miracle to go their way. Regan Campbell-Gillard with a huge run there. 5th tackle to the 45. That was nice. That was nice. So Reed Marnie here to Mitchell Moses. Moses going to run this. Moses going to run this. Back on the inside. Gutho. Gutho's away here. Goes at the 30. Goes at the 30. Kicks it through from himself. Kicks it through from himself here. It will be a dropout, I reckon. I reckon it's going to be a dropout here. Oh, Gutho. You bit off more than you could chew. Oh, Gutho. Oh, Gutho, no. He's a muppet. He is. He's a muppet. He's a muppet. He really is, man. He really is a muppet. Give me 1 second here, guys. Give me 1 second here. Gee whiz, he's saying it's a good distance for kick. I actually thought that was a good play. I thought that was a good play for the most part. I think it was a good play for the most part there. Alright, so the Broncos now, they're back inside the attacking 40. It was a great play from TOCK though. Many fans says go Parramatta. So Broncos now right hand side, gives it off here to Tony Staggs. Hasn't had too much of an impact in today's game. Defensively gave up a try. Actually, he's defensively given up a couple of tries. Left-hand side now to Reynolds, and he puts that one. A bit of a weird kick. It actually might work out. No, it doesn't. It was a terrible kick there from Reynolds, and good work there from Simonson to bring it back out to about the 25-15 or so. Well, at least there's been a bit of a sniff to make the second half interesting. It would have been great if the bunker had common sense to call that as a try, but, you know, at least we've had a bit of a sniff in the second half. A bit off more than he could chew. That's a penalty to Parramatta. All right, penalty to Parramatta here. Carrick gives it away. Parramatta have to be quick though. Bit off more than he could chew because only top 5 fullbacks can make that play. It was actually not too bad of a play. He just bit off too much more than he could chew in regards to going out to the left-hand side and not, you know, just he was just a bit too much. He went a bit too much out of the left-hand side, which allowed TOCK to break away. Score chances these refs are securing the win for the Broncos. I would say it's a controversial call in regards to the no try. Eels run home, Panthers, Manly, Rabbitohs, Bulldogs, Broncos and Storm. Wowee. Wowee. And the Storm will play their full team in that round 25 game as well. I wish the Bunker had a brain for once. Good work there, Broncos defensively. Come down out of line there by Tony Staggs. If he doesn't get the man there though, wowee. Alright, right inside. Did Parramatta win the game? I don't know, man. But they would have had a good chance to come back. 22 meters out now. And Reed Marnie will go left-hand side here. Numbers. Wonga Blake here. He won't pass the ball to Sivo. Probably the best play, to be fair. 10 meters out of the line now. Fit tackle. Eels would have to kind of score now if they want to really have a good chance. Before the 10-minute mark. That's what I would say. Oh! That's actually a good kick, but it's going to be Mam getting taken back in goal. Well done. Well done. That was a good tackle there by, I think, Ryan Madison. That was a really nice play there by Ryan Madison. So it will be a dropout here from Broncos to Eels. I would say that the Eels would have to score before the next 4 minutes or so to be back in this game. To be back in this game, they would need to score basically now. That was a nice kick there. I'm surprised it didn't hit the post. If it hits the post there, Madden might have been able to grab that one, but it will not. So dropout coming up here from Reno. It's funny you have a score of 16 points, but you just get that feeling like Parramatta aren't exactly out of this game. If I hadn't have conceded that try at the end of the the beginning of the first half, and beginning of the second half, and scored the try that was wrongfully taken off him, it would be a 6-point game, right? A 4-point game right now, actually. But it's not. It is what it is. So second tackle now, Reed Marnie, 15 metres out. He'll go right-hand side to Moses. Moses here. He's got Papali'i. That was weird. That was a really weird pass there. Third tackle, 10 metres out. If Panasini gets in, well, come on. If they still scored a try when Panasini was bin, mind you. Moses here passes the ball to the ground. Terrible pass there. Dylan Brown steps around, but Dylan Brown's still going here. He'll be 8 metres out of the line. Fourth tackle. Need a score here, Parramatta. Or get another repeat set. Gives it off to Madison, and Madison very close to a full pass there. But Reed Marnie left inside. I'll play that there with the Broncos. It's going to be set again. It's going to be a repeat set here for Parramatta. Jay has hit that like button. Let's cut the time. Let's hit that 100 likes, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. It's free. You may as well hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new around here. So first tackle, now second tackle, 5 metres out from the line. Reed Campbell-Gillard is running the ball pretty hard in this second half. Right-hand side, Marty gives it off. And Dylan Brown trying himself here, but he can't do anything there. Third tackle. Dylan Brown hasn't been that great in today's game for me. So Reed Marnie spreads it right. Back on the inside, Moses. Moses passes the ball to Papali'i. Papali'i. He's still going, Papali'i. He can't. He gets the ball offloaded, though. And it's going to be Gutho. It's still going here. It's third tackle. Back to short lane. Lane, though. Offloads it to Dylan Brown. Brown here. Campbell-Gillard. Campbell-Gillard's still going against Dr. Marnie. Marnie back to the other side now. They're going to have numbers if they give it. They're going to have numbers if they give it. Moses over the top here, right hand side. Oh, good defense there from Corey Oates. Good defense from Corey Oates to stop that one. That is good defense there from Corey Oates to stop that one. Left hand side here. Mitchell Moses, forward tackle here. It seems a lot closer than it is. It seems a lot closer than it is. Makahesi Makatoa, 10 metres out. Fit tackle. Reed Marnie, left hand side to Madison. Madison here. Brown gives up the lane. Lane here to the sideline. Wow. Wowee. Wowee. Parramatta dribble attack there. Like, they just kept throwing the ball around. Just had no option. That was nice defense from Corey Oates, but Mitchell Moses should have been able to see it coming. He should have been able to see that one coming there. X-Factor says good defense, Broncos. Well done. Yeah, that was fine. It was good defense there. Parramatta had no option. They went out to the right-hand side, and honestly, Mitchell Moses should have done better there. He should have seen the Corey Oates coming inside. What are the referees talking about here? What are the referees talking about? Second half tackling opposition 24 tackles to Parramatta, 4 tackles to Broncos. It means that when the Broncos scored their 1 try in the second half, and they barely obviously got tackled inside the attacking 20. I think that's, that would have been all in the first few minutes of the second half. So right hand side here, so the Broncos will go to 4th with a win here. They won't go to 3rd though. The Cowboys and the Sharks both have much better for and against. Sharks obviously play the Panthers. They would need to lose by about 100 or so to go below the Broncos. Which obviously is not going to happen, and the Cowboys would need to lose by about 140 odd or some shit like that. So fit tackle here, 10 minutes to go. Thumbs up, subscribe. Let's get that hunging, the horny hunch. Reynolds now, pretty basic kick. This game doesn't matter, Titans on top no matter what. Exactly right, Malcolm. You're exactly right, and I like it. Gutho here, left hand side. Oh, well done, Gutherson. Well done. Oh, well done, Gutherson. Now, Gutho, that's a top 5 fullback for you, baby. Well done, Gutho. Muppet, man. Muppet, man. Muppet, man. Sophia, how's that top 5 fullback going for you? Peter always says, lucky I decided not to waste my money on tickets. Well, I'll be going. I've wasted. Well, to be fair, I get tickets, but that's bad here from Gutho. Like, hold the ball, bro. Like, bro. Can we just get a public 79-minute try at least? Yeah, to get your money back, I guess. No, the hand's gonna be fine here. Gutho he's a Muppet, man. He's a Muppet, man. And no, it's just a lost ball. Don't even try and tell me that's a knock on there from Stags. It's just a lost ball. Got the best fullback in the game. Such a girl says, good on you. Top 5 fullback, Queen Guth Arena. This is a try. So don't even look at it. It's not a knock on there from Stags. It's a loose carry from the Eels, and Broncos will score. Try confirm. Good call. We're lucky we can watch Gutho in his prime. $1 million a season he wants. $1 million a season. $1 million. $1 million. As 25, so it would need to be a Fiji versus Papua New Guinea women's scoreline for Cowboys to drop. I think that would happen now. Oh, Gutho. You just Muppet, man. Truly. Where's my $1 million? Mate, I deserve $1 million a season. If that's what Gutho's getting. Oh, he's a goose. He's a goose. But 8 minutes 40 to go here. That will be the game. Now, yes, obviously, Parramatta fans can complain about that no try. I think it was a try. But with that being said, they still were their own worst enemies. Defensively, terrible tonight. Defensively terrible here, Parramatta. King says, night, Parramatta Squeals. Good night, Parramatta Squeals. They are not locked in for the 8 yet, lads. Just throwing that out there. Not guaranteed it. The Parramatta Squeals are not guaranteed for the 8 yet. With this loss here, so they're currently losing by 22. With this loss, Parramatta, I believe, they're on 24 points here. The Roosters are on 18. If the Roosters are to beat the Knights tomorrow, which you would assume they will be only 4 points behind Parramatta. Parramatta play the Roosters at some point. That means that if Parramatta loses that game, they'll be 2 points in front of the Roosters. Short kick-off there will be a knock-on, and the Broncos will never get the ball. Parramatta still have a genuine opportunity of missing the 8. Just throwing this out there, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, Rams better than Gutho. I'm going to disagree with you. Zenbai says, we all get a 1 million, adjusted for inflation in 2,100. Murder says, call Quinn Gutho for a reason. I feel bad with Parramatta fans. Like, Parramatta fans, they made him out to be the best to kind of they wanted to try and force people to believe he's the best, and it worked to the opposite. A 50 bump is still possible, guys. It is not really. Nah, they did 14 points. So Broncos run home. Tigers, Roosters, Knights, Storm, Eels, and Dragons. It's a pretty easy run home besides the Storm and Roosters. I guess if they play the Eels again. Surely the Eels are better that time. So Broncos here over the top, right-hand side. Oh, well done. Gutho actually did something there. Muppet man. Muppet. Average Broncos says this was a good game. Don't forget, guys, I will stream both games tomorrow night. Bars, a penalty Parramatta. I will stream both games tomorrow night, which is the Roosters and the Knights and the Dragons and the Manly Seagulls. Zenpai says Eels again at Suncorp. Yeah, Eels again at Suncorp in about 4 weeks' time. In about 4 weeks' time. And it says, I thought I would love to see Parramatta perform this badly, but now that I do, I actually pity them. Well, they're a part of the dribbler squad. They're a part of the loser brigade, which is the Titans, the Warriors, the Tigers, the Knights, and it's the Parramatta Eels. John Burke says, since the Titans have already claimed the premiership, will you be supporting the Sharks for the remainder of the season for the mere mortal teams? Well, you got a good point. Probably, mate. Get around the Sharkies from a mum. But obviously the Titans have won the comp, so it's a bit null and void, mate. 1 second here. Eels. Wow, that was lazy defense there from Kurt Catewell. My God. Third tackle, 22 minutes out. I will say that I kind of back into the Roosters rebellion. You know, I'm backing into the Roosters being the surprise packet this year. Because I feel like people have completely forgotten about them. If they make that 8th spot, I reckon they take the Broncos down, who are going to probably finish 5th. Dylan Brown left hand side, short lane! Lane! Oh, so close. A metre out here. 5th tackle. James Paul says Eels might miss out the 8. Maybe. I don't think so. I think they've still got enough wins in them to hold it out. Oh, Eels will score here. Oh, you selfish Muppet. You are a very, very, very selfish man. You are an idiot. He is an idiot. Knows where his money's ruled out tomorrow. That's cool. Roosters win. You Muppet, man. You had an easy try. You passed that ball out to your winger. But instead you passed it out to the photographer. You passed it out to the photographer rather than the winger, and that's not the ideal situation. Ken says, who do you like most out of these clubs? I don't hate the clubs, it's the fans. I don't hate these clubs. I grew up as a Brisbane fan until I was 12. When the Gold Coast Titans came in, I was living on the Gold Coast. You guys know this. You know, as a young kid, I grew up, loving Darren Lockyer. So I don't hate the Broncos. It's just their fans are knobs. Parramatta, the only reason Parramatta fans are disliked is because they're so annoying and they think they're going to win the cup every year. And until about this point of the season, they're always like, oh, we're going to win the cup this year and your team's shit. It's like, shush, man. That is 6 years now. Like, shush. X-Factor says, the easy try was a kick through from Papali'i. Steam under the ball. Isn't for us a Broncos fan. Yeah, he is. He's a dickhead. But yeah, he is. And they'll get this ball over the sideline. So it will be Eels ball here, 25 minutes out from the run line. Mevita says, get around Lockyer. Get around Lockyer, mate. Lockyer is my favourite player of all time, going up. Adam Kieran, and finally we have a decent kicker for a game. I don't think Sam Walker's done too badly this year, has he? I don't think he has. So Papali'i now gets ball out to the 30. 4.5 minutes to go here. Parramatta will lose at least by 13 plus. I said, who do you like most? I'll probably go club-wise, Broncos. Club-wise, I'd go Broncos. Senpai says, damn, Knowledge couldn't handle what I said last week. Like, just my opinion, don't need to go blocking me. But okay. Oh, yeah, Knowledge Release probably would have blocked a couple of you guys after how that origin went. I wonder if Lucas has been blocked by Knowledge. So, 4 tackle here, right hand side. Madison gets up to Moses. Moses kicks it across here for the win. A great kick there from Moses. Too bad they didn't do this the entire game so far. Oh, but they are still stupid. They are still very, very stupid, Parramatta. And the ball will go over the sideline. That was stupid. With 3.5 minutes to go here, that was stupid, yes. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. But it is what it is. That's what we come to expect with the Parramatta, you know. That's what we come to expect with the Parramatta of the Eels. Someone says, I only said Eels and Storm are a bigger threat to Brisbane's top 4 hosts when our Roosters are over the Eels. Wait, what? I only said Eels and Storm are a bigger threat to Brisbane's top 4 hosts when our Roosters are over the Eels. No, that's not what you said, Zenpai. No, that's not. No, that's not. You said that the only tough games that you have are against the Eels and the Storm. It wasn't your biggest threat for the top 4. You said it was the only tough games you have are Eels and Storm. And I said, no. The Roosters are also coming for you. They already beat you once and they'll probably beat you again. Kem's Corios is too good. Corios has been very good this game, yeah. Corios has been great. Defensively, solid. Stopped 2 tries, he'd argue. Plus, obviously, scored a try for himself as well. Corios is a very good player. I called him to go into game 2 over... I called him to go over Murray Thalungi in game 2, but obviously they selected Murray Thalungi instead. He gives it off here. Broncos still playing around with the ball here. Still playing. They want the friggin' 40. They want the friggin' 40 stacks. He it through, and Parramatta will knock the ball on. Parramatta knock the ball on. The game is over, but Broncos want to hit that friggin' 40. They want the friggin' 40 here for the Broncos. They're going to challenges here, Parramatta. What? Well, no, you know what's wanking on here? What are you looking at here, Parramatta? Why are you wasting our time? Why are you wasting my time here? Who should jump ship from the Eels save their careers? Unless they're looking at something in the lead up here. So, ball goes back to around the 45. Thanks for wasting our time here, Parramatta. Like, come on, man. There was a real 20-minute period where the Broncos were under the pump and a few calls went their way, but credit to the defence. Eels had many chances to crack them. Yeah, absolutely. Should have been a try to Eels, but it is what it is. We're still going to win this game by 20+. And it's going to be obstruction. It's going to be obstruction. The Eels will get a penalty here. Pretty dog shit, but the Eels will get a penalty here. Didn't Broncos lose their challenge? The Broncos lost their challenge in the first 4 minutes of the game. The Eels are the ones challenging this. How far do you think the Roosters go in the finals this season? I honestly would not be surprised if they still won. Just throwing it out there. If Johnny Martin is there for the finals, I would not be surprised if they still won the comp. ZX25, so they reckon they're on here. 22 points with 2 minutes. Mate, Blocker thinks it's Eels to lose here. Blocker thinks it's Eels to lose. That says that's 1 minute of my life that I will never get back. Well, for and against is actually pretty important for those top 4 teams right now. So this might actually be a big play here for Parramatta to score this try. Go with the field goal. Go with the field goal, Parramatta. Go with the field goal. Left hand side into Moses. Moses here. Dylan Brown. Brown. Oh my God. Oh. Gutho got slapped. Oh no. Oh, the Queen got slapped. The Mundos. Right hand side over the Eels though. 20 minutes out. They're trying to get that one last try to help their for and against. The Queen got folded. Oh mate, she got slapped. Papali'i left hand side to Moses. And he's got Brown. Brown to Queen Gutho. Gutho off to Wonga Blake. And Blake will score a try. Blake will score a try there. Oh, I think he has. I think he scored a try. Oh, maybe not. David McLean says King Gutho. He's going to say no try here. Are you certain he gets held up here? I thought he scored. Either way, it's going to be 4 tackles here, 10 metres out. But that's impressive here if he does not get this ball down. I thought he did. The top 4 in this try could be quite crucial. I know he went down earlier. Oh, I think he does. I think if you slow that down enough, you'll see the ball is on the line there. I think if you go back, you'll see that he does probably get this ball down. Oh, maybe not. Slow it down you have to slow it down quite a lot, though. You're not going to see this angle, you muff. That's why you even bother when you look at this angle. It has to be conclusive too, by the way. But the thing is that it's not the right angle. I believe it's try, but they're going to say no try. They'll say live decision. So 4 tackle here. 4 tackle here. Eels hard draw. Oh hell no, they didn't lose this 13 plus at home. Yeah, well they've got a tough run home. I'm telling you, they're not locked for the 8 yet. They are not locked for the 8. All right, 43 seconds left here. Toxic Mother says the bunker is a mother. Oh, I don't know, man. I think that this is probably the right call here. There's no guarantee that he puts that ball down there. I think he probably does, but the referee called no try. If he calls try there, you may just assume that he gets it down. I'm not too sure, but I'm pretty okay with the call of no try. So Paulo here gets his ball out of the right to nobody, and the Eels are going to lose about 15 metres. Well done. Field goal. Take the field goal. Take the field goal here. So Jake Bartha gives it off to Madison. Madison left hand side to Gutherson, who puts that up in the air. And just terrible. Just oh, it's a penalty, Parramatta. Take the 2. Take the 2, Parramatta. Get the point against. Get the points differential. They're not going to. They're going to go for the try. They'll go for the try. Alright, so right-hand side now. Last play of the game here for Parramatta. Moses up top here. Terrible kick from Moses. Oh, no. Oh, no. Parramatta. They will lose the game here. 36-14 here. Terrible defense. Just dreadful defense from Parramatta. Better team of the day was the Broncos. Congratulations. They were 1 like away from 100, by the way, guys. 1 like away from 100. Appreciate you hitting that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you are new around here. We'll be back tomorrow night for the Roosters and the Knights and the Dragons versus Manly. Yeah, wow. Parramatta were not good here today. They were they were not good here today. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Appreciate you for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya.